Warning: the following proscribed is transgrammed. Viewer discretion is not advised. Bonjour. Je voudrais vous donner une petite explication. I'm sorry. I'll start again. I would like to, if I may, provide for all of you a brief explanation concerning the origin and purpose of this podcast. Let's see. It all began about a year ago in January of 2013. NaruSaku shippers all over the internet were in disarray. For just 3 weeks previously, Chapter 615 was released just before Christmas. Some of the older shippers, like me, were skeptical, but the majority of the fandom fell into a state of depression. That is, until one man by the username of James S. Cassidy decided to lift everyone's spirits by reassuring everyone that things would be alright in the form of a weekly podcast. Every week, 2 or 3 users that come on to represent him or herself are granted access to appear on the podcast, and these users review, and debate, and analyze, and review again, until by the end of the podcast they've had so much fun that they forget their troubles. But this time around, there seems to be something a bit different about today's podcast. What is it? Well, you just have to keep listening to find out. Hello, everyone. Since you couldn't get enough of me, I'm back, ladies and gentlemen, for this week's NaruSaku Fan Club podcast. I'm your host, lknmjh, also known as Steve here, and I'm feeling completely philosophical. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't delve into philosophy all that often, but when I do, I tend to get really, really hyper, even more than I am now. Anyway, moving on. Welcome, and please help me introduce to my new guest this week.
Hi, I'm Heartsbattle, or Brittany.
Welcome.
Okay, guest.
Welcome.
Thank you for the warm welcome.
Yes, that's how we welcome people nowadays.
Right off the bat, just hello.
Just cold and indifferent.
Yeah.
Cold indifference. No.
Well, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Glad to have you here.
Enjoy that time being.
And regular people, introduce yourselves. We all know you and we all love you.
Because we like keeping this joke alive. At least for 3 weeks now. I'm MangaReader. No, I'm not an admin at MangaReader.
Darn it.
Darn it. What do you mean, darn it?
I need to protest. You
Ah.
can't let me see any Naruto manga chapters. None. Why?
I can't answer that. Probably because every manga site is eventually going to, unfortunately, meet its end because of weird copyright issues or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, this is my 3rd week, so I guess I could. Anyway, MangaReader. Or Joseph, if anyone really cares.
I care.
Oh. Because everyone wants to know real names nowadays. Anyway. You're up, NaruSaku.
When you say anyway, you could at least say finish it off.
Oh, finish it off then.
Like, anyway, next is this guy.
Next up.
Or you could just say, and now, a guy who needs no introduction, just sit down.
That's it. That's all we have. It's only us 3.
But, yeah. But, yeah, for life again. That's all my introduction.
Well, Heartsbattle.
That's a hard.
We're glad to have you on here. It's we always love to have more women come onto the podcast because we always keep having guys come on, and while it's sort of cool, it's also sort of if you look at it from if you want to look at it from another point of view, it's sort of sad that most people who come onto this podcast are guys. But anyway, since you're new to this show, as we ask all new members, how did you become a NaruSaku fan, and what was the moment that finally turned you on to this couple, which made you think, boom, NaruSaku is going to be canon till the end?
Okay, so I was actually a Sakura Sasuke fan, actually. And wait, hold on, before you get mad at me.
Ooh.
Boo! Shout through the sky.
Come on.
You know, the funny thing is, Narihina is like, I understand, we all gone through that way. But then when it's like Sasasaku is like, oh hell no, boo, boo, boo.
Get the hell out of here.
Continue.
Let me redeem myself. So I was always like, Sakura's my favorite character. She always has been. So at the beginning, I was like, yeah, Sakura, get your man, make it happen, you know. But then Sasuke like went down the drain and totally sucks now. So I just started to notice that Naruto was around all the time and how like incredibly cool and awesome and loyal he was. And it was just kind of the same kind of process that Sakura went through, where all of a sudden she started noticing Naruto more. And then the scene that made it official was on the Heaven and Earth Bridge with Yamato, because he says that line basically where it's like, oh, Sakura, you really ... And like in my head, I was like, oh, you really love him. And I was like, oh, shoot. And that was my aha moment where I was like, oh my God, Sakura loves Naruto. So that's kind of where it happened. And ever since, I've been a hardcore NS fan.
It's official, ladies. Take it from the lady herself.
Well,
You know, it's great to know that someone actually likes that scene as well, because that's that's the exact scene that made me into a NaruSaku shipper.
Right?
That's also the most controversial of them all.
Well, next to the confession, but yeah, we could discuss that another time.
well, at least you're not a late bloomer like we've had some people. But it's interesting how you like that. That's a very nice explanation.
Well, it's
Thank
later
you.
than some, but earlier than most.
Yeah, but still, you know.
I'll take the middle ground. That's fine.
The middle ground.
Yeah,
I have no higher
You know, if anyone, here's my opinion: if anyone became a NaruSaku fan after the not rescue Kazukage, rescue Sasuke Shippuden arc, if anyone became a NaruSaku fan okay, maybe not after that, maybe after the Pain Invasion. After the Pain Invasion, I would consider them a late bloomer.
It seems funny to actually pinpoint that scene particularly, because it almost sounds like, you know, when Sakura hugs Naruto, it's like a lot of people would like to say she's doing that because now she sees the guy as a hero, so why not steal the glory along with it? You know what I mean? Like, one day I don't like that guy. When you do something cool, I love that guy.
I thought it was such a brother-sister moment, guys.
I mean, you know, kind of like with that Legend of Korra actress girl, like she just changed instantly, all because he did something cool. And you know, I mean, yeah, he saved the guy, but still, you had to do something cool to convert that girl in a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
yes.
Well, let's get things started with our chapter review. Chapter 670, The Beginning. Odd title.
Interesting.
Odd
Yes.
title, but whatever. So we open up here on the first page, Naruto awakening what is presumably inside his mind.
Reboot.
which,
No.
by the way, this confirms that your mind always have a water puddle. At least maybe.
We have lakes in our head.
Yes, at least that's the case for us, or maybe it's just Naruto himself. But you know,
I
take
always
what
thought it
is.
was his stomach.
And so he goes, "Where am I? Am I dead?" And the person, who we don't see his face yet, he asks, "Why do you think you died? Your ethical view of death is different from that of my time. You must have a strong spirit if you deem yourself dead so easy, newbie."
Newbie.
Newbie.
Oh, you're such a noob.
Yep.
Guess what, guys? Naruto's the noob.
Naruto, curious enough, he goes, "Who are you?" And the person, who we see a bit more of, and we can, at least I immediately knew when I saw this, so like, I know who this guy is.
Jiraiya, right?
Yes, it was Jiraiya. The guy goes, "Well, that's a good question for this situation. I'm slightly worried that your opinion might differ from that of your inner forerunner if you hear my name."
You mean those guys that try to kill Master Chief? I did not know.
Whoa. Heavy stuff.
Well, Forerunner. It connects.
It connects. Oh man, are we going with Microsoft puns now?
Yes, we are. And then we get a
Holy crap, it's a demigod.
yeah, get a demigod-like figure who says, "I'm the one who brought peace and order. My name is Hagoromo."
Hagoromo, whatever, I don't know.
And apparently this guy is floating upon some black balls, the same black balls that are destructive.
It's official, guys. We now have Dragon Ball Z.
What if he
Flying
just talk,
ninjas.
What if he say something nice, Naruto at the end of this thing, and he just like, I'll grant you one wish. Like, yep, those are Dragon Balls. So this is before the Dragon Balls. This is almost like how one fan actually made a great connection with Frozen and the other two movies. It was so good, but I'm not gonna go deep.
You're not gonna go deep into that.
It was a really cool connection. I was like, wow, if Disney really planned this is the best.
Now everyone makes me want to go see that movie.
I gotta see that movie. I just have to now.
Well, it's out on Blu-ray now, so
Yeah,
can-
I'm about to just get it.
How about I just get it? Oh,
I don't care if I actually don't like it, which I don't see myself not liking it.
yeah, I
Well,
actually own it myself. I consider going off topic here because we don't do that enough. Sarcasm. I actually own it on Blu-ray because I consider it one of the best movies since The Lion King.
Ooh.
we just
At least
love
a lot-
distractions.
You know, at least in terms of characters, moral, story, villains. Well, yeah, villains and side characters. Funny side characters.
Especially, would have thought a snowman could work it.
Speaking of newbies, what,
Okay.
why doesn't ours speak up?
Okay, so we should get
I'm
back on
sorry.
topic.
Well, okay, I'll tell you guys something that's a little embarrassing because I told you I'm really close to Disneyland, right? So I've actually been there a lot, and I saw Frozen 5 times already. So
Oh my
Don't worry,
gosh.
that's not embarrassing. That's
It's not embarrassing.
I would have easily seen it 5 times myself if
Cash wasn't
if-
involved.
yeah.
If cash wasn't involved. If you mean the
I
movie,
to be fair, I only paid for one time, so I mean,
the heck?
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Ooh,
Yeah.
sneaking into movies, are we?
in trouble.
Honestly, that's what's keeping me away from the movie sometimes. It's not that I'm poor, it's just I feel like, do I have to cough it off? See,
I'm
12.
just too lazy
Cool.
to go.
I mean, well, yeah, that and sometimes I just don't have them, just don't have the same interest with others. Except for my girlfriend has the exact same interest, so I'll be okay with that. But it's not that she's always free, so that makes it harder for me. And my friends are gonna be like, "Really? We're gonna see an animated movie?" I'm like, "Come on, movie's a movie, and plus, this is a good movie. It has morals, has good story, characters. I need something else." I'm like, "Ah, fine. Want to see this weak comedy movie? Sure." Like,
The weak comedy movie.
you know,
Okay, then.
you gotta.
I usually go in like early, like the early bird, so because tickets, at least for me, they cost $5.75, which is pretty cheap.
I think
Yeah.
the last movie I saw was The Avengers.
Wait, really? That's really that cheap?
Yeah,
have to spend-
but that's before 12 noon,
I see.
But anyway, so we have more of this guy here. We all know who he is, but he hasn't officially revealed himself yet. All he says is his name. So anyway, we have this guy here saying, "Your reaction. I already partially predicted that you might have reacted that way." And then Naruto reacting almost in the exact same manner as Obito did. He thinks here, I don't really get what he's saying. He probably is one of those old people who like to lecture a lot. And he proceeds
Lecture me.
and he proceeds to say, "Well, sorry, old man, but the old man interrupts him. And he goes, "Very well then." And he opens his eyes to reveal the Rinnegan. And Naruto, being surprised, he says, "Yeah, your eyes, the Rinnegan." And the old dude goes, "You are good at observing people. I also hope that you will be able to understand your current condition realistically. You're not dead yet. This is the world inside your mind. Ha! I understand your impatience, but it's pointless to hurry at this moment. Therefore, and Naruto's still thinking here, this old man, he's not an enemy, right? But... and he eyes him suspiciously.
How is it that everyone can get into Naruto's mind? What is this?
Maybe it's just that easy to read him.
Oh god.
Then
This guy time travels.
and then he just
Didn't he explain how he got into Naruto's mind or not?
We'll be getting to that shortly.
that.
Spoilers.
Hold up.
Naruto just snaps here and just says, just wrap it up. Can't you talk in a way I can understand?
You
But
should
the
go old Hulk Hogan. You know something, brother? The fact that you are my son reincarnation makes this world goes wild. But
Oh no! Spoilers! Spoilers! Ah!
I mean, that's what Naruto was talking about. Nothing but charisma.
Charisma.
Sounds like he won a wrestler or something.
You're
Larger than life guy.
And so the old dude here calmly replies, I'm an anachronism. The long flow of time brought notable changes in people's cultural traditions, views, and ethics. Whenever I travel through time... See, this is how he went into Naruto's mind, people. He traveled through time.
We've got time
That's all,
travelers.
that's all the explanation you'll need on how he entered his mind. He traveled...
Well, that's
Time
true. But why did he went to Naruto's? I think he said something because he wanted to entrust him something. Whether he dies
Where's
or
the TARDIS, guys? Where's the TARDIS? This is not a time travel without a TARDIS.
So he...
But you know, but the way how Rikoto did it, it sounds like some Avatar style, like the last one, which just appeared to you because, well,
I
he's
went
the last
to the
one.
future. I went to the future by sleeping.
And so the old dude says here, whenever I travel through time to meet a transmigrant, I can clearly feel the discrepancy in our values. I could also methodically learn new cultures and languages, but... And Naruto's slowly losing patience here as he goes, yeah, just shut up, will ya? I don't have time to listen to what some old weirdo has to say. And the old dude's ignoring him as he continues talking. The pursuit of words and any kind of learning is ambiguous. If you cannot come to a mutual understanding, because it is hard to find a definition. I will have to take
Manga.
I will have
Manga Panda is a whatever. I was just they say Tiff on Manga Panda for those who care.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Tiff.
Tiff. I will have to, and the old dude's still continuing here, he says, I will have to take into account my idealistic knowledge and materialistic thinking and speak in a simple way. And Naruto, face faulting here, goes, are you an alien or something? I see that you got some charisma here, but... And then, I actually read this in Japanese, and what he says here is, he's speaking in the equivalent of a southern drawl, so I'll proceed to do so. Well, if that's a bit too much, isn't it? I, an alien? Ha! I guess it kind of makes sense, though, also. And Naruto's surprised, huh? Then the old dude switches back to normal speak. You still don't understand? I didn't expect our conversation to be so complex.
I
got James Cassidy for that southern drawl.
I gotta give credits to Kishimoto because a lot of people who's very wise and wisdom from the way back in the past would just come out and you happen to understand his language. If not, that guy happened to speak normal or simple at like the back days. Because I dressed that old movies. When you look at the old movies, they've been using some strong big words, and sometimes a lot of newer viewers will be like, "How he's just saying?" They're like, "I gotta read a dictionary." But now today's it's simpler. I mean, it's not saying we had to be toned down so much because we're dumb. We're not dumb. We just want to, just get the idea perfectly and down the line rather than try to figure it out ourselves. So, in this case, the way how Naruto does it, the way how Kishimoto does it, I wouldn't say it's unique, but it's never been done that easily. Like you always get the old person from way back in the past happen to try to talk to you in your way. It's like if that old person from the 1800s comes all the way back to 2010 in New York, we're gonna be using slangs or someone else is not gonna use slang, but it's politeness and stuff like that. You never know you're gonna bump into. You're gonna be like, "Hey, dog, you see this guy? This guy is wickety, wickety whack." I'm just
Oh,
going random.
jeez. Oh, jeez. And when you say come back, it makes it sound like they were from the future, but they went back to the past, and now they're coming back to the future. What? Oh, my
So,
God.
so pretty much the way how we talk changes over time. So, in this case, it actually works instead of like making it sound like everybody's always in the same language. So I find this to be realistic in a way.
The answer to why Sasuke changed is how Naruto says it, aliens. That's it. That's it. It was all aliens.
Oh,
Also,
boy.
one thing before we turn the page here, Naruto has fish lips. That is all.
Fish.
Fish.
What? Oh my God!
Um,
What is anyone else's take on this?
Well, if you ever read a manga stream, it kind of tells you where they're coming from or they're at least translated to targeting. I mean, the guy posted a page of the panel when he's trying to change his tone. He was like, "Okay, what's up? This is a good yo, yeah, yeah, dig, something like that." I'm like, "What? He didn't even talk that way." So pretty much, you get the idea. Manga stream is targeting that kind of area of people's language. Those, yo, man, don't let your cool down, yo. Kind of like that.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Like if Sai were to tell you, if Sai was to tell Naruto, yes, so hey, you like soccer, don't you? It's like, hey, I see like you got some heart on soccer, yo, or something like that. I don't know. If you can't figure out if manga stream is being like that, this is your time to notice.
So Naruto, he sort of defends himself. So like, no. The way you were speaking just now was okay. It was fine. I understood you. I was just surprised because you changed all of a sudden.
Oh, jeez, wow.
And then,
that's probably one for the anime.
and so the old dude goes, "Oh really? Then I'm gonna speak this way, okay? Yeah." And Naruto says, "Well, it's kind of creepy because the way you speak doesn't match your face at all." Yeah, he's nervously laughing here, and in all honesty, he's right because really, when you talk, okay, so in Japanese, the old dude here is, I'm reiterating here, the old dude is talking in what is the equivalent of a southern accent. Because Kishimoto wrote a different dialect on him, but and the way that's why I'm gonna speak it if he's speaking in that sort of dialect. Anyway, Naruto continues on here. He says, "Yeah, I think you should leave some of that complex feeling. Otherwise, you just sound like an idiot." And the old dude switches back. "Well, isn't that a bit too much? Who are you calling an idiot?" "Well, I guess that's what I get for speaking that way." Is that
funny
better?
He looks it's funny that he's so normal about this while saying those kind of dialogues. Because those kind of dialogues, you have an angry reaction. Like, what are you calling me an idiot, you fool? He's like, he still has that same face. Like, well, how dare you call me an idiot?
You
But
have no idea who you're talking to, do you?
Like he's being all pain, like, oh, no expressions. The only time you probably get an impression if you just hit him right where it hurts.
The god. The god. The gods. No, you don't know who I am, do you, kid? Do you?
He's like that guy who talks like, I got the magic in me. I forgot that guy name. I keep forgetting that guy. He's from The Mask and that very
Jim
monotone.
Carrey?
No, not Jim Carrey. It's a one very monotone guy.
Oh.
He's really monotone, and I remember a little commercial for a dry red eye, clear eye is awesome.
Oh, that guy?
Oh wait, that guy, the museum dude.
Yeah.
Who
Go
also
me.
plays in
Go-
Casper.
Yeah, go me. Go me. It's my birthday.
Yeah. This is a guy who also does the pixie leader from Fairly Odd
That's what I was.
Parents.
That's what I'm saying. Go me. Go me. It's
Whoa.
my birthday.
And also,
I
he's
got.
he's a guy from Ferris Bueller's Day Off that says Bueller, Bueller,
Yeah.
Bueller.
Oh, something's wrong.
What?
Guys.
So, Britt, what do you think of all this?
If you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, our new guest here sort of dropped out on us.
Oh gosh. Oh, that was out of nowhere. Or
I
did
got
yeah,
the
she did.
magic in me.
You've got the magic in you.
I do want to know how the anime will work with this one. I got the magic in me.
Gotta test out those accents.
Because that guy hasn't changed expression throughout the whole talk, if you noticed that.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Why,
Like-
chaps, I had no idea.
unless he really is made to be a monotone guy with no charisma, too wise. Unless that is his character. Then I
Well,
don't
he'll
mind.
probably
Well, he
have
did say
some,
that he had charisma.
he'll probably have like some influx in his voice, like when he just yelled at Naruto. Now, who are you?
Well,
calling
yeah, but
idiot.
yeah,
Was that
Yeah.
really yelling?
yeah. I just think that's his character. You know, on no charisma. It's possible. I mean, we
Yeah,
find out
shit.
Minato is just a dork of, ooh, I like this technique. I should name it the ultimate technique of the awesomeness of friendship. There we go. That's great.
That sounds quite. It sounds quite.
That's Minato. Toby Rama,
Pretty
he's pretty
weird.
much straight. Toby Rama is straightforward and don't give a crap, but he always gets annoyed that nobody thinks as smartly as him. Especially
Well,
when
I'm
Naruto especially when Naruto is the only one that actually tap him in the wrong shoulder. It's like, oh, you know contribution too. That's great. You seem to know a lot of jutsu. Not because I made him. I told you this so many damn times.
So what happened there?
I had a power outage.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa.
Yeah.
That
My
is California.
Yeah, my computer went
Okay,
dark.
so
and
I guess we're gonna have to hurry this along so that your laptop or wherever you're working from doesn't run out of battery.
Get that charger in there if you don't have.
No, everything's back plugged in and good.
That's good.
Okay.
But it must be Disneyland needs the power.
Disneyland needs more power.
They just
Lend me
updated.
your power.
They just put 2 more extra characters in the Frozen amusement park. So I don't know.
Alright, so anyway, Naruto continues on here. So, okay, like that. The way you're talking right now, it's fine, it's fine. I think I can understand you. But, if we, since we're talking here, I have no idea who you are. If you know about this place, then could you tell me a way to get out of here? And the old dude responds, well, don't ask me too many questions at once. I'm from the past, I'm already dead. I'm a priest who, in the form of floating chakra, traveled through the generations to see what would become of Ninshu. And, he goes, my name... Or did I read this wrong?
No, it's just weird how that goes.
Yeah. So he reveals his full title here. My name is Hagoromo, and as the founder of Ninshu, I'm also known as the Sage of Six Paths. And Naruto, surprised here, goes, huh? That's the guy that Pervy Sage and Nagato was talking about?
You said Nagato, right? Okay. maybe.
Yeah, Nagato.
Yeah, Nagato.
I heard Madara, sorry.
What?
Yeah, I talked to Madara for a second.
I was talking about her, guys.
And our sage here says, oh, so you do know me. And Naruto responds, yeah, you're the one who created ninjutsu in the first place, aren't you? And the old dude responds, not ninjutsu, ninshu. My ninshu was made to create hope. Don't mix it up with that ninjutsu that was made to create wars.
You notice he was angry when he said that.
Yep.
He was angry when he said that.
Yep.
You don't see the
yeah.
expression, but the grip says it all.
Yeah. Grips is it.
Arrgh. Well, with that saying, we can clearly understand where this manga is going now.
And Naruto asks him, anyway, if you're that sage, if you're that sage, there's a lot of things I want to ask you, but now... And then the sage strikes the water, and Naruto's reflection changes. And the sage goes, "You remind me of my son, Ashura."
This is such a Lion King moment.
A Lion King moment.
Look harder.
Look
You
hard.
see, he lives in you.
We're just gonna reference Disney from here on out.
It's not my fault. It's this chapter.
More Disney! More Disney!
This chapter makes its reference to Disney.
It all makes
Yeah.
sense now.
If I see Frozen, I'll probably pinpoint Frozen reference.
No, it all makes sense now why Naruto was on Disney XD. It makes all perfect sense now. It was ahead of its time.
And so the old dude here says, "Anyway, that's besides the point. There's something I must entrust with you." And Naruto goes, "Ashura? Entrust? Stop saying weird things. Just get me out of here." And the sage goes, "I'm sorry, but that's not something I will do. It depends on what the people outside do with you. I can only tell you, okay, once..." And Naruto responds here, "Okay, once again, I can't understand what you're talking about." And the sage once again ignores him, and he says, the point is that now it's useless for you to fret around here. Therefore, I'll ask you... No, you must ask me, first of all, about my mother and son." And then he touches the water once again.
You know, Naruto should go on be like that time in South Park where they got the game console, but then the trouble ahead. They did not give a crap. Yeah, but did not care for any plot line whatsoever. They didn't care anything. Not even a gun, which should be cool to us boys. And be like, "Oh, here's your atomic ray gun. Atomic ray gun, got it." I'm like, dude, you got an awesome gun in your hand.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
It's not as cool as it could
Yeah,
be.
but Naruto should have done that. It's like, here we go. I'm gonna explain to my mother. Don't care.
No.
Don't care.
There's no need to further this plot.
Come
And
on,
we-
Game Sphere.
Hey, we want Ninshu, and we care, but we don't care.
This ninja you speak of.
But
It sounds like ninjutsu.
but you know, this should confirm that Hagurumo, and that's how you say it.
Hagoromo, whatever.
Yeah, I think it has a mo at the end, so I'm
Mo.
Mo. Hagurumo. I'm gonna say it like that. I believe that confirms that it's not up to him to help Naruto. It's gonna be the guys that's doing it outside. So you gotta give the credits to those guys outside.
Yep.
That
You
sounds
can't get-
creepy when you think about it. Oh, it's up to the people outside.
It's sad that he can't. It's sad that he cannot say. It's sad that he can't sense who are they. Outside, it's more like, well, I guess it's really in the mind rather than like if he say it out loud. I think a lot of people would have been like, "Oh, she knows now, yay!" But
Well,
you know,
I was
yeah.
just saying that it's kind of creepy that your body is up to the people on the outside to do with what they please.
Yeah, I know.
Oh God, I'm
I'm
being a
I'm just-
file.
I'm just saying, like, it's a little bit upsetting. I mean, pretty sure Naruto will know who saved them, but
It's
you know,
just
it-
weird that he doesn't ask why is it up to them? Wait a minute, am I really not okay? I'm
Well-
okay with this.
Yep.
so
So-
the point is, give credit to those guys who ever try to save him outside right now.
Yep.
Give the credit to them.
Yep.
It's all Obito. It's all Obito.
Obito is saving him, sure, but you got to remember who's doing this. Who's doing the delaying the death? Exactly.
Delaying of death.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like
The name that shall not be spoken for those who care.
Anywho, the water next we have here the water reflection completely changes into the lady whom Obito referred to way back when, like in chapter I don't know 600 or something like that. Probably
This crazy mom.
Yep. And we get some exposition by the sage. My mother, Kaguya Otsutsuki, came to your land from a faraway place. She came to pick the fruit of the holy tree. It's the holy tree you saw in this war. Its fruit is made of chakra. Kaguya ate that tree, and with the power she gained, she could rule over this land. And now, flashing back to the innards of Naruto's mind, Naruto asks, where did Kaguya come from? Is she stronger than you? Is it really true that mothers are scary when they're angry?
That's really true. No, it's
According to-
really true that they're
according
angry.
to-
Oh God.
You know, in this case, I guess there's really no surprise that Kishimoto would write this way about the mother, the women mostly in
I'm
there
scared.
are the scariest people to not to mess with at all. No cost. Do something wrong. Bye bye.
We must bow down to our
Yep.
Well,
To our new
Feminism.
guest. Bow down to our new guest. Oh God.
You're all making points, all making good points.
I don't want to offend. Take our Saku for life as a sacrifice. We offer
bow
it.
down and tremble. Bow down and tremble.
We offer it. All right.
And so the sage continues on, where she came from is not important. She was strong, stronger than anyone else.
And then they all just got progressively weaker as time went on.
Oh no.
And the old sage explains some more. People used to call my mother the rabbit goddess or the demon. They worshipped and feared her. Kaguya then gave birth to 2 children. I was one of them. To repent for our mother's sins, my brother and I fought against the Jubi. That was the Tendales.
Wait, did they say my brother? Because I don't know. Did they say my brother?
Yeah,
Yeah, he said
to
brother.
repent for our mother's
Right,
sins.
because it's because the latest Raw, the guy translated siblings, but okay, I'll take.
Sinslings?
Yeah, it just says siblings. That's what Ricoto said in
Oh.
Naruto's the Heaven and Earth. And I was like, really? But I
Isn't
think
it
it's still.
int-
But according to Meggie, sorry. According to her, I believe it still goes to the brother mostly, so it must be a brother. So I could be wrong, but
Isn't
that's
it
what I'm going.
interesting how all these people only give birth to sons?
One thing I don't get, 2 things I don't get. One, well, maybe the first one could be addressed, or maybe it just you could just say he just died. She just died. But how did the mom die in this case?
Oh, she's just dead.
Just die?
That's your answer. She's just
I
dead.
mean, Ricotta Senden, you get the idea. He just got too weak and just died in sickness because of the extraction.
Maybe.
That's how he died. Hashirama never explained. At least I don't think it never got explained.
They just died out of natural death, maybe.
Tobirama, a lot of people assume that he died in that war where he declared Saratobi a third Hokage, if you remember.
Was
Well,
that
I'm
even
gonna go-
canon? But whatever.
No. Well, no, it's not canon, but that's the assumption. Because
The
that was
assumption is that
yeah,
he died in a filler, and then
no, it was not filler.
It
Don't
wasn't
you
a
remember?
filler, it was an actual chapter that
it was.
Yeah, it was when Danzo. Is when you find
Oh,
out
that's right,
Danzo.
the Donzo one. I
Right.
totally blanked that one out because
Oh.
Sasuke was just such a. Anyway.
The point is, we get to know a lot of people's deaths. The mom seems to be left out for later. Maybe it could confirm that she's the Death Reaper. And she did something that makes it become a Death Reaper.
Clearly, the brother's not important, though.
Now that's my second part. Where's the brother? Where is he?
I guess it was Madara this whole time.
I mean, no. I mean, yeah, maybe. I mean, he just.
Because if you look at the image, it looks exactly like Madara.
I mean, he just disappeared. Like, and the weird thing is, it's not even on the shrine to Madara, unless he just forgot or blinded and forgot to read that part. Like, oh yeah, he was okay.
We just they just fused. That's what happened. It was fusion.
or Rico, or maybe Hago wow, Rico Descendant. Maybe Rico Descendant just become an ego and just kill them off and say, "Yep, I killed that that Biju. Yep, all by myself. Me, Ricoto Senen, the sage of 6th path." And then
Well,
everybody
maybe it's because the brother actually didn't do anything. Maybe the Sage of Six Paths said, "Yep, I sealed it inside me."
maybe they went up there to try to talk to him, and then the brother gets squashed, and then every fight rest goes to Ricardo Sending. He's like, I'm gonna reason with him. We give you the chakra back. Are you happy? Squash. No, I'll fight him by myself, and that's the real history.
He seals it inside himself. No,
Well, I
the
don't
brother
know.
died sealing it inside him.
Or I don't want to use this real life event that actually did happen, but I'm not gonna refer it. But it could do this. It could happen this. Maybe the brother did something nice, but then whenever he did something, what if he did something horrible at the very end? They don't want to acknowledge him anymore as a good person or as a good thing. It's like. It's like if you find out it's like if you're far away and then you find out like my brother died. He died in the battlefield. It's like he was a brave man, and then probably 24 hours later, you do know he was the one that killed all our troops, right? And then he killed himself.
Oh,
Well,
shoot.
we can't acknowledge him anymore. Pretty much erased him from history. It could happen that way, but I don't know if Kishimoto don't want to be that real.
In a story made where ninja can do literally almost anything.
I'm just talking about the way how it work, the life system work. I mean, you have Kakashi Dad's suicide in a very scary manner.
Kakashi death suicide? Or his
Yeah,
dad, anyway?
his dad. I mean, just think about it. Like, how could you be not phased when you enter your home? Hey, Dad, I still, it's scary.
Holy shit!
So
Then you had Sasuke. Anyway. Yeah, moving on, I guess.
Yes.
So we get more exposition here. We fought to repent for our mother's sins. My brother and I fought against the Ten Tails, that was the incarnation of the Holy Tree, and sealed it inside of us. The Holy Tree struggled to get back the chakra fruit that was stolen from it.
Please give me back the tree. I need the tree, the chakra, please.
Uh-huh.
I just want it back.
More explanations. Later on, I also had two children. I called the older brother Indra and the younger brother Ashura, and I taught them.
Wait, where's your
ninja.
brother?
You
Wait
never
a
know.
Seriously, that's the
Clearly,
best.
he's not important.
What did he do wrong? It's like saying okay, if we just skip to Legend of Korra, we just know that Aang did all by himself the whole work. Okay.
It was all Aang.
It was all Aang. But I don't know who's Katara, Sokka, no, and anyone else you name. Zuko, he was always bad. I don't remember redemption.
There was no redemption there.
Off a blind girl being an airbender? That's impossible. But anyway, let's move on to our history lesson.
Then now we have the premonition that Naruto is a no good. A no good loser for life.
And so the sage here says, however, they had one big difference among them. One had my strong chakra genes and one didn't. The difference between them was extreme. And Naruto replies, you're getting complex again. In other words, and the record is sending, I think the anime will make him sigh. Basically, the older brother Indra was the more excellent, the good son, and Ashura was the no good son. The dead last, if you will.
So
In-
sad.
Blah, blah, blah. My story of my life. No good.
So Indra was the prodigy, and Asura was the dead last. As Naruto hangs his head here, said, dead last, even though he was a son of the sage of the Six Paths. And the sage here says, well, maybe I shouldn't say this, but no matter how excellent the parents are, the child doesn't necessarily inherit their whole potential. I
Sounds
think
like Sky High beginning.
Yep. And he says, I think you know a little something about that. Since you were very much the same, right, Naruto? And
I
Naruto,
kind of had that feeling.
and Naruto says, yeah, I kind of had that feeling. Then the sage smiles as he says, you really remind me of Ashura. The things you did too. The things I did? Yes. Indra and Ashura walked different paths. Indra, since his birth, had powerful eyes and a battle sense. He was called a genius. He did everything on his own, that his power was special and different than other people's. He also realized that power could make anything come true. On the other hand, Ashura could never do anything well, ever since he was a child. He could do nothing on his own. To have the same power as his brother, he needed much effort, and to have the cooperation of the other people. And by suffering and training hard, the chakra within his body bloomed, and he gained the same power as his brother. Yeah, he's really explaining a lot here, isn't he? He understood the cooperation and help of other people is what made him strong. He understood what it meant to care for people, and the water and the changes again. And he realized that love could make anything come true. In the way Ashura lived, I saw a new possibility. I broke up the power of the 10 tails that was inside me, and gave names to its parts. And the water once again changes reflection, but this time it shows all chibi-tailed beasts from clockwise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and obviously 9. As the sage gives even more explanation, I believe the relationship was called I cannot speak here.
Cooperation.
I believe that the relationship called cooperation was the real power. And Naruto smiles, feeling better about himself.
Hey, the two sons are in that shot now this time, instead of just him.
Yep. And then the sage exposits, I also made Ashura the successor of Ninshu, so that he could lead everyone, and thought that his brother Indra would cooperate as well. However...
You think so?
Huzzah!
Indra could not accept that. And that was the start of a long, long war. And we get a really cool shot here of...
What Biju is that?
A cool one that has never
cool
existed.
If you know from Buddhism, I like to call him the, Vishu Papa Smurf, guy with 6 arms. Sort of reminds me of that. He has 6 arms, just for the arms.
Papa Smurf.
He's Papa Smurf.
I like that.
The blue guy. That'd be so great if we were doing a video. We just show some blue guy.
Papa Smurf.
Oh boy.
We're going to hell.
We're going to hell for Papa Smurf.
In more than one religion, you're going to hell.
Hey, we got a response.
I'm still here.
You've just been sitting there.
You guys talk too fast. I can't keep up. Keep going.
We'll get plenty of opinion from you coming up soon.
Yeah.
So the sage here exposits. He says, even though their bodies were destroyed...
Wait, I forgot to ask the question.
What question?
What question?
Actually, that'll be saved later. Never mind.
Okay then.
Okay, then. Thank you for wasting time. Anyway.
Sorry, I just remember now.
Oh.
Oh, okay then. Anyway, the sage here exposits, even though their bodies were destroyed, the chakra didn't vanish and transmigrated over time, endlessly. Kind of like, and Naruto says, kind of like being possessed by a ghost. So, who are they possessing now? And the sage turns to him and says, you, Naruto. The younger brother Ashura has reincarnated into you. And that's the end of the chapter. Overall, I thought this was a really good chapter, and it sort of mirrored Obito, how Obito first met Madara, at least for a chunk of it. Obviously, this isn't Madara, and he's not, and the Sage of Six Paths here isn't spouting evil nonsense. But it's a nice little nod.
How evil.
And yeah, this was mainly an exposition chapter, but sometimes they have to be, there has to be a talk no jutsu chapter, because otherwise, if it's constant action, then people are eventually going to get bored. Like Bleach.
It's Dragon Ball Z all over again. No, again, this chapter, kind of like the guy flashback, kind of caused some, well, at least for some people anyway, saying, "Ah, man, I don't like when action chapters get broken up by talking chapters."
Which does make me a little bit worried, but if it happens, oh well, that sucks.
It
But
makes you worried.
yeah, because it could be like this. Naruto comes back. What happened to Guy? Oh, he lost.
Oh, he died. That's all.
Oh.
It was
Oh yeah,
dead
I
off
forgot he's dead.
screen.
I forgot he died.
He died off screen, don't you know?
Yep.
Naruto, where have you been this whole time? What do you mean, where have I been this whole time? I've been dead.
Heartsbattle, your thoughts?
I really liked the chapter. I thought it was cool to kind of learn the history of everything about like the lineage of chakra and whatnot, which is kind of cool. It was totally a Sasuke Naruto parallel, which Kishi loves parallels, so that's obvious. But I also thought like the beginning whole language thing took way too long. Like it was like 8 pages of "Do you understand me now? Do you understand me now?" So besides that, I really liked it.
I told you guys, I warned you, Sasuke chapter, even if he didn't appear. I warned you last week. But no one listened. Sasuke
You know,
without
if
the
it was,
Sasuke.
if it was Sasuke that got Hagoromo, he probably just have ... to the whole talk.
Yeah. ...
I'm not talking to you. You're beneath me.
Because God knows he already got a history lesson from Obito.
More or less. The only thing he got was that the Uchiha and Senju was born from him. When you think about it,
God,
right? This
said
how
you've been next to my clan the whole time.
right now we're going back in the beginning, and I do hope we learn more about Ninsu because you know how that fall down for him and how he got pissed off that ninjutsu happens. Don't even know. I didn't even know he was alive still to see the ninjutsu happens.
He isn't. He's just been floating around, as he said.
Well, but only goes to mines. He can't see the outside world.
But the mind can tell you.
Maybe, I don't know.
I mean, Minato was somehow able to see everything Naruto did, despite having only been chakra. It was stuck in his mind.
Yeah, but he's traveling Hagoromo, I think.
How did he learn other languages then, huh?
Right? Like I guess he went to his mind. But wait, how he's gonna know ninjutsu?
'Cause he does. That'll never be answered. Kind of like we'll never know what happened to the brother.
I really think that's gonna be explained. We just have to wait.
We just had to wait for Kish to decide like 100 chapters from later. Oh yeah, the brother.
I think I think the main purpose of this chapter, not just the beginning, is just to explain how yeah,
It's
because
a
it explains
battle.
yeah how the never-ending battle even began. It all began from them. And it couldn't it could have actually gone to the better route if Indo had just accept like a nice boy, but no, he wants to be so top of the world every damn time. You know, the Uchihas. This is why they almost went to extinct. I think that's kind of figure like, in a way you
I'm
kind of
stronger than him. I'm the older brother. I should be the ruler.
I think in a way if you ask me the whole Senju versus Uchiha and Hashirama flashback, in a way you could kind of tell who's the real winner. Not the fact that they just overbeat them, but the idea of the being together as a co-op is the one that wins. I mean Uchiha is supposed to be stronger than Senju, yet they beat all the Uchiha to the Pope because they have love, you know. So that's why they that's why. But
it
it's
was
that
just it was just explained that Uchiha suffer great love.
yeah, that
Oh, yeah.
mind. Their mental is the mental is the only thing that's have the love part out of it. Everything else has been just demonstrated in a darker way.
I go
So,
crazy because I loved too much.
but yeah. So it's like I do wonder though, like why two like I know this is gonna be answered next chapter, maybe. If it doesn't answer the next chapter, then I'll be upset for that. But why Naruto, you know? I mean, is it just eeny meeny miny mo or what?
Because
Like,
he's dead, maybe?
No, but I'm just saying like why he's the reincarnation? Or it's like you have 1 in 100 of the Senju blood cell in you, so yeah, you're
Because
the
fan
victim.
fiction.
It's like
That's where
you're
this is going.
because is it Ashura of Senju?
Ashura's just the descendant of the hermit. We
Yeah, but
don't know exactly what
no,
he
wait,
is.
he is supposed to be Senju because that's what Obito
Technically
said.
speaking, yes.
That's what Obito said. He said it divided into two once Ricoto born two child and yeah. It would
One
be
had the
it's,
one had the visual of the eyes, one had the willpower.
that's what it says.
That's what I thought Obito said. One was born with a powerful eyes, kind of like what the hermit just said, and then one was born with a strong willpower.
Hmm.
Well, the Senju are known for their strong willpower, while the Uchiha were known for their strength and eye techniques.
Yeah, I know that.
I'm just basing it off that. Otherwise, Ashura was just some weak bastard that managed to get stronger. I think.
All right. So
Awkward
I got
silence.
some. Well, I got some questions here.
No, well, sorry. Wait, hold on. Sorry, but like, let's see. I'm trying to think. Hmm.
Think
Sad.
you're.
I got. I think I gotta go back to the old chapters, so I'll be doing that right now.
You'll be doing that at this moment. I gotta
Yeah.
go back and look this up. I know there was some controversy with the whole Nada, whatever the older brother having the Sharingan. Some people were wondering why the heck that was. Why he was drawn with those when I think the first time he was drawn with
Red
yeah, I think he was either drawn with the Rinnegan or he just had like some other.
I in general.
Yeah,
Really?
that's what some people seem to remember, that he wasn't drawn with the Sharingan the first time.
Maybe Obito is not good with Flash. Oops,
Yeah.
I got the wrong image.
I was flashbacks were the I got it wrong, guys.
I'll try to find. Let's see. What chapter would that be? Final Jetsu, Thunder, Sasuno, In Hell, Illusion, Last Words. Wait, maybe the beginnings of everything. I'll read
There
it.
was a chapter named In Hell.
Yeah, and I think that would be the time where Itachi becomes a different guy.
The time where he becomes a different guy.
Where everything started. Okay, that's not the chapter. Konoha's beginning. The man who knows the truth. Should I go with that? Let me go with that
It's
one.
before it's before 469.
So you're saying Uchiha got one more descendant? But that's weird, because if that's the case, why is that all it takes to get a Hashirama blood cell, and then there you go, you're a Rinnegan, you're Rikoto Sen the second.
Okay, Obito's explanation is in chapter 463.
Oh, the very beginning. I'm just gonna go to the very first flashback that came from Obito to Sasuke. So
Sasuke's versus Raikage was 463.
Yeah, but in that chapter, the
The
Obito
one he explained-
visited.
Naruto, right?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second. I'm just gonna read this first.
Right. Power of Darkness, Sasuke's Dogma.
Well, anyway, while those guys are looking up manga here, I got questions sent to me by Toga Party's FTW. Toga Party's for the win, obviously. It's two question. I got two questions sent to me.
Okay.
But obviously, we're not going to answer them until For Life is done. Because
Okay, For Life.
he doesn't have the manga volumes on hand like I do.
No, I don't have the manga volume. I'm sorry.
I wish I bought volumes, but I don't.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe into one moment that makes me say, holy crap, I'm buying all of them.
Wait till they're all done and then read it all over again.
Probably. I don't know. It depends. Like I said, if it gives me a bittersweet ending or bad ending, no.
I gotta go back and read all of it.
I probably
How
just
did it
like.
come to this?
Where was I misled?
Where was I? Where did I go wrong?
uh, this is taking a long time. Come on,
It's
Vito.
okay. Let's just get to the question, I guess. Well,
I could
I don't
answer
know.
them still. I could still answer them. I'm just trying to find the moment I see a different picture. There you
A
go.
different picture.
Let me
You should
see.
just look up his name and then boom,
Nation.
you'll find like 2 different pictures.
Back then, Shinobi.
Just look that up. Raikage's son, or Rakoto's sons.
All right, I guess I'll ask the first question. Okay, so from Toga Parties for the win.
You know
First
what it
question.
is? No, you know what? I'm just gonna wait for the next chapter. I'm so
Oh,
confused.
okay.
All right, fine.
Yeah, we could go. We could go, guys. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
so first question from Toga Parties for the win. If you guys can remember back to when Naruto saw the toad that made predictions about him facing someone with powerful eyes, with the way this chapter played out, do you think Naruto will end up fighting Madara, or will he still end up fighting Sasuke?
Both.
Well, obviously both,
Agreed.
but I think the context of this question here, did the toad mean Madara or Sasuke?
To be honestly, I still think it's Sasuke, cause it's like how James be saying what's that word I'm looking for? I forgot what you say, but it was the same thing that happens with Kabuto. It's like, okay, what if it's not Kabuto? It's like it is gonna be Kabuto, but why they don't know? Because we use Karen, the person who never met Kabuto in the new form. So obviously she won't get it right away. She would be confused who is that guy, but obviously, because of that and because of not knowledge, no knowledge on Kabuto, the new form, you won't get the idea who is it. So therefore, it's gonna play around until we finally get the answer, which still be Kabuto. But again, the story wise, it's one way to trick you or one way to mislead you, but it's going to be that same person, much like Obito, who's that Toby guy. Obviously, the in story, not many would know, but maybe we know because obviously we could put the puzzle from every different perspective. So in this case, I think Kishibo is trying to trick us with the powerful eyes, but at this moment, if you notice, not many of the. Well, I mean, like Madara probably gonna start using them in when the fight gets serious, but none of
He's
them
only
has
got
been.
one eye.
Yeah, there you go. And not only that, none of them has been using eye jutsus into the full extent. Sasuke is the one that's been using eye jutsus, for the longest so far. With Sasuke power up, with Rasus and everything. So it still pinpoints to Sasuke. But for Madara, I mean, you could try to pinpoint Madara, but right now it seems like it's all power, just power, like naturally power. Especially you got Senju with him.
Interesting. Heartsbattle. What do you think?
I think it's gonna be both. I mean, obviously, he's gonna fight him when he wakes up, but the whole Sasuke coming back and wanting to be Hokage, even if it's not a serious "I'm gonna kill you" battle, it's definitely gonna be like, we're gonna figure this Hokage thing out. So
Aliens.
aliens, yeah. So I think either it's going to be a serious fight between them, or I think it's going to be like, okay, we really have to figure out who's top dog now, and Naruto will finally get that opportunity to beat Sasuke fair and square. Yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Fair and square.
Well,
You know-
like growing up, like Sasuke was always better than Naruto and always wanted to meet his level, and now I think Naruto has a good chance of winning.
Oh boy.
But sorry, just one last thing. Even if the Ashura comes from whatever, even if he's not Senju, but still, if even if he's not Senju, then that means how the hell why Naruto still? Why him?
Did you look? I found the page or whatever. At least the part you were looking for. I think.
No,
Did it?
I just found the one that Naruto's like you lying and stuff like that,
Oh.
but I can't find the.
The
part where
elder was born with the sage's eyes and was blessed with his strength and spiritual energy. He believed that
Yeah.
power and might were the keys to peace. The younger was born with the sage's body and was blessed with his lung activity and stamina. He believed that love and understanding were the keys to peace. And the other brother kind of had a mix of the Rinnegan and Sharingan when he was first drawn.
Got it. Unless the volume cover change, I don't know.
But yeah, that's about it. Okay, and then also looking that up, I found a weird ass picture that I don't know if anyone wants to see or not.
So why Senju and Uchiha? Do those two have kids before they kill each other to the Pope?
You have
Who
to link it.
knows?
It's confusing. Maybe I think it's truly best to wait for the next chapter.
How the hell do these people even have kids if we never see like the husband or wife?
Well, in this case, wife, because they're both boys.
Yeah, I know, but how'd the mom give birth to two kids if we never saw the husband?
I don't know. It's so strange. I don't get it.
Yeah,
Actually,
the air.
Anyway,
actually,
my
actually,
answer to this question.
I'm sorry. Just quick, very
I
quick.
even give an answer yet? Whatever.
Oh, okay, fine. You answer, manga reader.
I could always go last.
No, I'm going last. So you
Darn
gotta
it.
answer.
Okay. The quotes. I think we lost track of the question. What was it? Fighting Madara or fighting?
Question. Brief summary. The Toad, when he was talking to Naruto, he said he would fight a man with powerful eyes. Who do you think it would actually be? Concerning this chapter, would it still be Sasuke or would it be, now Madara?
Oh, I thought they showed a silhouette of Sasuke, or at least Naruto was thinking about him anyway.
No.
So I figured probably still gonna be Sasuke regardless. I mean that one's still that's a rivalry that still needs closure regardless of what the hell Sasuke's doing at this point.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I mean, it's
Okay.
kind of hilarious how people. Now that I think about it, people were thinking that now that Harashima was brought back, they thought, okay, Madara's not gonna be much of a problem. But now that he's kind of out of commission, it's like, whoa, what the heck?
Okay. This is what I got. I'm assuming those two did have their kids, and the next kids are Senju and Uchiha, respectively.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much, yeah, that's the case. Huh. But why still Naruto? Why not Hashirama at the first place? Unless he say, actually I did visit this Hashirama Senju, but he died, so now I'm here for you, Naruto. Unless Hagurama said that. Unless he says that.
Because Naruto is the child of destiny. That's your answer. That's all you need to know.
You gotta connect it. You can't just say it.
There is no connection.
I'm just gonna wait for next chapter. I'm done with this part.
I'm done. I can't take this any longer.
Just move on.
It's just causing me a bloody mess. Oh my gosh, back when Kish had a weird drawing style.
Well, if you go back to part 1, yeah.
No, not even that. It's just I was looking back to when he first drew Rakudo's two sons. They look nothing like they do now. Nothing.
Early installment weirdness.
I think the worst one is Shikamaru. Shikamaru looks so weird in the first introduction. He has an alien head, but now when you look at like part 2, say the immortal arc, he looks much cooler and much in character.
Well, like I said, guys, I found this weird branch thing that someone made, which is kind of stupid, and it's from Naruto base, so I don't know if I should post it or not.
Sure.
Well, I'll show you, and it'll probably cause like, what the hell is this? But okay. I swear to God, I didn't look this up. I was just looking up the suns.
But answer your question, guys.
Okay,
Yeah.
so my answer to this question, obviously I still think it's gonna, the Toad there was talking about Sasuke, and I suppose if you were to look at this one way, yeah, you might interpret it like, maybe he was actually talking about, Madara, because I mean, at this point he probably already has way too powerful eyes. So, even more powerful than Sasuke's because he stopped him in midair. God, he stopped him in midair. Anyway,
How the hell did that happen?
You know,
we're not
for the,
not delving down that road.
for the
We already understand.
for the record, the panel you showed me. Maybe it's one of those moments hard to draw pupils in that moment because it's like too far away from and it's a small panel if I recall this scene. So I guess a lot of people think it's Rinnegan. So maybe we just screwed up. I don't know. I'm guessing.
All right. Second question here. If you guys can remember back in the OVA for 2009
11.
or 11.
Was it 11? I forgot. Keep going.
Well, that's the way the guy wrote it. 2009 or 11? I don't know. Anyway,
Fair enough.
I swear to God, that's how he wrote it. Anyway, so if you guys can remember that specific OVA, do you think it's now more possible that something like that will happen?
I'll be honest.
Yeah, we just talked about that last week.
For those of you who are listening in and do not understand what we're talking about, first of all, shame on you. Second of all, it is the OVA where Naruto's lying on the ground, Sakura's crying, he reaches up and says, "Oh, look at me, I'm still alive. You shouldn't cry."
In fairness, it's kind of hard to find that OVA on the internet still.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah, you only get music video.
Yeah, the music video that got a whole bunch of people, or YouTube, to issue a whole bunch of copyright issues.
Right. To answer that question, even though we did explain it last week, the last one, I'm gonna say, is there a realm of possibility? Yeah. I'm gonna say this. Well, I will say this, that it could not happen this part, but it could happen at the end of the war itself. You know what I mean? Because, like, you never know Naruto's going to go for another do or die moment. Because that's Naruto. He's always like that. It's either win or die, not win or lose and come back for another day. I mean, hell, he almost died by Sasuke when you think about it.
I put my life on the line. There's no such losing is death.
Pretty much. But yeah, like, again, it could happen not in this moment. It could happen after the war is officially over. You could have the sunlight saying, "Yeah, the end of the war is here," rather than like, "Hey, it's sunlight and this war is still going on." Because I'm pretty sure that's what Kishimoto is trying to do.
Oh, hey, guess what? Sasuke takes up the mantle now.
Well, yeah, that could happen too.
3 Uchihas in a row. What the hell is going on?
And that's another thing. Even if Sasuke were to be the reincarnation of Idara, fine, but why Naruto be a reincarnation? Because he's Uzumaki. It's a whole new different branch of life. It's like literally a whole new branch.
Basically, did you even look at the thing I just posted?
What that? Oh, actually, I'm sorry. I can't really.
It's stupid. I tell you, it's stupid.
Okay, let me check.
It's because I already know I already know.
Why that Sage 6 path looks so demonic, like an Akuma. Let's see, Uchiha clan ancestor.
So, Heartsbattle, what do you think? It's is there a stronger possibility of that happening? Of that OVA, not exactly like the OVA, but you get the idea. Do you think that's gonna happen?
That fight? Yeah, I think that fight's gonna happen. Do I think the ending's gonna be the same? No, not even close.
You talk about with Toby and Kabuto just walk away? Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
No.
Exactly.
That part won't happen.
Naruto's just like almost dead on the floor and Sasuke just smiles all weirdly. No, I don't think.
Okay, yeah, obviously not like that, but
Yeah,
still
like,
Sakura standing over him.
Yeah. I still could see Sasuke being split away from the other guys though. Like he'd be like,
Naruto's gonna use only Sage mode.
Yeah. Like Sasuke would just disappear along with Team Taka and Orochimaru and Kabuto. Sasuke's probably be like,
time skip part 3.
it's probably be like Sasuke's like, get ready Naruto, because now it's just you and me. Nothing else will stop us. And this time I will finally prove my point, stuff like that. Because
I
that is
will
the last
kill
part.
you.
Because right now we have one more villain, and then the upcoming villain Sasuke is be next. So there you have it.
Orochimaru was the final villain this whole time.
Well, that could happen too.
People always
About
said that after him, no one was a good villain.
about that picture. Uh, I don't even know how. I don't know. I don't even know how the whole system works. Like, talk about.
Because we all know the Hyuga are not important like they were supposedly
Well,
in the part 1.
well, yeah, especially with the way how Kakashi was once said, these guys came before Uchiha, so they probably more stronger than Uchiha. Now it's the other way around.
Or at least he said they had more powerful visual jutsu than.
Well, he never said that. He just said, yeah, but I don't think he said that. I think I think the
Yeah,
one
they're
I'm
just
point,
a clan.
I'm-
They're the
I'm
most
the one,
powerful clan in the Leaf Village.
the one I'm,
Bullshit.
the one I'm pointing out though is the what was the one I was? Oh, the one I was pointing out was like Hyuga came before Uchiha, and pretty much you could argue that Uchiha was the descendant of Hyuga. That's what I'm trying to say.
Except even in the history lessons of part 2, you never see anything about the Hyuga. It's like always the Uchiha.
Yeah, Uchiha and
Always.
Senju, and now we're going to much beginning, which I'm still wondering who's the brother or
Who is
sibling.
his brother? He was the Hyuga. He was the Hyuga. Therefore, he was not important.
some people made a theory. It's a good one, but we'll see. Some made a good a theory that the brother is Jashin or something like that.
Jashin.
And yes, and if you don't know who's that, it's that god, quote unquote, that heathen worship.
Hmm.
Well, that'd be weird if we actually made that, but okay.
It could happen, right? Rikoto Senna is a god, and amongst the many ninja, the mother is the goddess of everything. Point blank everything.
Also considered a demon.
Right. The brother is question mark at this moment. There's always
The brother wanted death upon the world.
pretty much the brothers and the mother
Hades.
are pretty much the brothers and the mother are like seen as God. Maybe I'm not sure about the Rikoto Sen and brother at the moment, but it could happen.
Well, I got another question here sent to me by a different user, the Lamp Iron Post number 2, and the number is encoded through the hashtag, formerly known as the £.
Hashtag heal.
Yeah.
Hashtag heal.
God, I'm so old.
Yeah, me too. Trust me. I remember I was like using Twitter. I'm thinking like, okay, so what's this pound sign? Like pound.
The pound sign.
I was like pound sign.
Everyone's calling it hashtag, and like, what's hashtag? This is a number sign, the £, you idiot.
So like, are you gonna tell me? Okay, so how I call for find a directory to this number? Oh, just press hashtag 69. Like,
I just
what?
never knew the name of the sign. It just always called it number.
Yeah, I guess I got. It's funny because I went from number to pound because every phone phone call I have is like if you have other question, press the pound sign. So I question mark myself like pound sign. What's the pound sign?
Pound key.
Then I press the number and then it actually goes to make that directory. I was like, oh, pound sign.
Anyway, this guy asks, love the fanfic recommendations last week. Do you have any more?
Oh boy, more fanfic questions.
Once again, this is directed at me. Heartsbattle, I don't know if you got anything you want to contribute, but...
I don't know which ones you recommended, but I just stayed up late last night reading one called Wilderness. It was
that's one we discussed last week.
Yeah,
I thought that was it.
good. Well, then I give it a double recommendation because I literally stayed up till like 3 reading it. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, the Lamp Iron Post number 2, to answer your question, I have 2 recommendations this week. And I seriously hope no one else asks me for recommendations because my pool is running low. But anyway,
I haven't read fanfiction in a while.
first one we have here, it's called The Overused Excuse. It was written in February of 2012 by someone named Naru Deeds. I'll send you
Sounds like
guys
my
a link.
story.
And basically, this is, once again, this is an after the war fic. According to the description, it takes place 3 years after the war ends, and basically Sakura disguises herself as an old lady to find out how Naruto truly feels about her. So I think it's a pretty good read, and it's rated K, which means no steamy stuff going on.
I was gonna say kindergarten first.
Kindergarten.
And the second fic I recommend, again, fanfiction is all based on personal preference. What you think is good and what I think is good are two totally different goods. So, but anyway.
Except my good is better than your goods. Nah.
The second fic I recommend is a fic by the name of There For You. It was written in March of 2012, and it was recently updated in August of 2013. So far, it's 6 chapters. Tells you how much this person updates fanfiction, but whatever. It's written by a user by the name CityGirl95. And basically, this is a high school alternate universe fic. It's one of the few high school alternate universe fics that at least I think are good. Everyone mostly stays in character. And despite how quote unquote frequently the author updates this fic, I think it's a pretty good read. But obviously, since it isn't complete, I can't officially say go read this.
Go read this.
Good to know.
Yeah. So, For Life, you got any questions sent to you, or do you have any questions you wanna ask, that Frozen thing that you were mentioning earlier?
Frozen? I wasn't mentioning. Oh, well, I said I wasn't going to go that deep of detail anyway, because I guess it's best for a lot of people just to get the idea. But I guess if you really want me to say it out loud, I guess I'll. The thing is, it's a three-part connection. I think there might be a longer explanation, but all I remember seeing is this. You have to know 3 movies, and somehow they connect perfectly well. I kind of spoiled myself on the origins of this whole Frozen story. I just get the idea that the parents, unless somebody made this up. If somebody made this up, then oops. But I heard there was a really good connection from, I believe it was in IGN.com, but I saw it from Tumblr, and I saw it from Tumblr on this one. Uh, the origin goes, I believe the parents was gonna go away on a boat to go with their cousin's wedding. The cousin wedding, their cousin's wedding, the sisters. It appears to be the cousins are that princess from Tango. The
Rapunzel.
wedding, huh? Yeah, Rapunzel. Tango.
Rapunzel.
If you ever see Tango Ever After, that's the wedding. So they're saying that that's the wedding they're gonna go to in the boat. So they won't take long to be back. And I believe the storm ends up killing them, and the boat sink. Then towards the end, you have Little Mermaid found the boat, and if you remember the story of Little Mermaid, it's like it's amazing, and that boat happens to be the boat from Frozen. So you see the the 3 parts connection. I don't know if this is. Yeah, I don't know if this. I don't even know if this is. Yeah, I don't even know if this is really connected, but if Disney really planned this rather than like, sure, but if they really planned that, I gotta give a huge clap, 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 kudos, everything, because that is the really cool fan theory. It works, and it really does work. And remember, Tango and Frozen are made by the same guys, if I recall.
Well, actually, Rapunzel and Flynn Rider are in Frozen. They make a
Really?
They
yeah.
they
You
make
can
a small cameo.
yeah.
Holy crap!
So
See?
that's probably why that theory stands so strong is because you actually see them.
Wow, that is amazing. Now I really want to see that movie.
I mean, they don't talk, so you may be disappointed,
Yeah,
but
but well, still,
they're there.
cameo
You
is always
just
nice. I mean,
they're there. You can't miss them.
yeah.
Huh.
I mean, cameo is always nice. I mean, Pixar movie after movie does that at times. But like, hey, I see a cameo from Up or a cameo of this Wally or stuff like that.
Wally.
Yeah, I think there's a cameo. I forgot, but I know Toy Story 3 had a cameo from Up somewhere. I just don't know where.
Toy Story 3. Crap.
It was Cars too.
Was it?
Was it Cars 2? I
Yeah.
heard it was a cameo. I know they say
One of the posters in Andy's room is of Flynn McMissile.
that's one of them.
Flynn Missile.
Well, there's like another theory that all the Pixar movies are in the same universe.
I don't know
Because-
how Cars could
That
somehow
too.
be.
That's what I
Well,
heard.
yeah, but like there's the same car in almost every single like in Cars the car is alive, but in all the others it makes cameos. Like it's in Toy Story and in Finding
remember-
Nemo.
I remember.
Who's
If you
Mike
want to call
having
it,
problems?
yeah, we have a mic. I
Someone
know,
has mic problems.
not me. I know if you could call it cameo, but I know in Toy Story 2, if you get the DVD, the Blu-ray now version, I believe they have those bloopers thing. You could argue Bugs Life made a cameo there just for that blooper moment. But like, hey, I heard they're making Bugs Life too, and then you just see Buzz just knock him away.
That's right. The credits of Toy Story 2. They're like,
Yeah.
oh hey.
Oh,
But you,
I'm glad
But
you
you
got
know-
us. Yeah. Go ahead.
But I think she is right. It is possible they all could be in the same universe, the Pixar, maybe.
I mean,
I don't know about Wally. I don't know about Wally though. Unless you could say Wally's in the too much in the future. Sure. Where's Andy?
there's already. I heard one theory that you know how in Toy Story 2 we got that flashback montage with Jessie and her owner. That
Yes.
supposedly Andy's mom was originally Jesse's owner because Andy is wearing the red cowboy hat, and Jesse has a red cowboy hat, or in this case, a red cowgirl hat. So
Wow.
putting two and two together, it has, they're thinking, maybe it's Andy's mom.
I like
That's
these theories. They're always fun.
They make you like, oh my gosh, what the heck are we doing? Why are we?
I don't know. Honestly, I think that's where all the funs happen in Naruto itself, because you could keep theory for so long, but now we're at the end, we realizing we're running out of theories,
Yep.
and therefore it's no longer fun. Maybe that's why a lot of people hate this arc, because we're getting too much answers. Now we can't have fun anymore.
Yep.
It's possible. I can't say it's true. But
Uh,
theories does makes the world go around because we
Mhm.
like to be, that's why you have movies with an ending that never really has an ending, but it's an ending you gotta create your own way. We're like, did he die at the end? Did he came back to Earth? Did he still in an illusion world? What?
Is he still an illusion?
The Inception ending, the ending that probably nobody will get the answer, but even though there's one person that declared the answer is right there, but who
I'll
knows?
I'll keep saying this this whole time we've been in the Tsukuyomi, Infinite Tsukuyomi. That's it. That's the answer. We've been inside it the whole time.
Just pull a Twilight Zone. I'm
It's
telling
the
you.
magic. No, it's the Matrix this whole time.
Well, I mean, Marvel is going to do that if we don't stop him. That's what pretty much it is. We're all gonna live in again, just
He sure doesn't seem to be worried about that plan right now. Considering all he's on about is like, yes, I need to be beaten to a pulp to feel.
And for
Maybe
life.
if he has. I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
Oh, my question?
Yeah.
You have a question.
I'm only gonna base on this one from the response from every people in the forum and Tumblr. Well, Tumblr didn't have that many responses to be honest. Everybody seems to be cool what they got. So, but in the forums that we're in, not so much. That being said, if you which side you on, and if after you pick a side, explain why. So here we go. Do you think this reincarnation idea destroys the entire concept of underdog?
Well, Heartsbattle, why don't you answer first? You're a new member.
What?
Great. No time to think whatsoever.
No
Um,
time to
sorry.
think. Quick!
Sorry.
You gotta be quick in
Yeah,
these things.
I think it a little bit. I mean, the whole point was that Naruto had to work his way up and get people's recognition. But on the flip side of that, so did the guy he's reincarnating, Ashura. So it's kind of like their stories reflect each other, that whole parallel thing again. So,
There's your answer for life.
Well, yeah.
basically,
There's your
what-
answer. They've had the similar story.
So that's what you all believe in? I think. Does that?
I don't know. Maybe.
You don't know.
I don't know. I'm just playing along.
What about you? You already said the answer, did you?
Oh, wait. She can't talk.
Oh, sorry.
She's writing something.
I'm trying to. Okay.
Find my other mic. All right.
So we'll just wait till Heartsbattle gets a new mic. Yeah, it's your computer. It's picking up thumps.
Yeah. It's like the mic is being rubbed on the ground or something nearby.
Kind of like how whenever we heard something coming from your end for life, it sounded like you were on your grandma's plastic couch, naked and eating Doritos.
Oh, you're talking about a long time ago, right?
Yeah.
I remember.
Oh, nasty. That's,
I remember that. Yeah.
Thank God I haven't seen Narusaku for life in real life. Otherwise, that'd be a scarring image.
This is why we don't. Well, there's
Draw me up like one
there's
of your
two
French girls.
There's
Oh, who
there's three reasons why we don't do this by webcam. One, because I'm assuming none of us have premium Skype. Two, we don't
No.
have. Last time we tried doing it, it only recorded for the first 5 seconds and then quit. And
Damn.
Three, as much as we want to know who we look like, I mean, you can already tell sort of what I look like, but that picture is 5 years old now.
So we must be like Ricardo Senna now, right?
We're Kodo-san.
like the animosity mystery thing going on. I mean, it's like,
Well, I
You
just
wanna
got the question
know,
just today.
you
No,
know,
no, but this is a different question, not Naruto related, from Blue Star. I'll be right back.
right.
Okay then. We've been reduced to 2.
Gonna have to cut this out when I edit it.
Cut this out. Even though it's
Cut.
record. Oh.
These first 2 minutes and 20 seconds and counting.
Ah.
Or 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, so on and so forth.
23, 24.
Here's something way off topic, and I mean like way off topic. I recently rediscovered my life as a teenage robot. Now, what does that
Oh,
mean?
just
It
recently?
means it means that I watched it growing up, but then when they stopped airing when new episodes stopped airing, the I just forgot about it, and now, um,
Huh.
and now I rediscovered it through iTunes. First 3 seasons. I'm sad. There's only 3 seasons. Easily could have
All the
gone.
good shows,
Yeah.
all the good shows seem to end early, and then all the bad shows just continue on for some reason.
Yeah. Heartsbattle wants to join, but only 4Light, because 4Light's hosting. He has to add her in. So hang on here.
Oh,
Hosting? I'm hosting?
Yeah.
you're the host.
Ah!
You have to add her.
Add who? Oh, sorry.
Here, wait. Hang on.
I got it.
Hang up, or okay, good. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, Nickelodeon made a dumb decision. With only 3 seasons of My Life as a Teenage Robot, I think it was a pretty cool show. Hey.
Hey, there you go.
I'm back.
All right.
It's still echoing.
Wait.
Show
Yeah.
I recently picked back
actually-
up was
You going?
well, you picked up Life as a Teenage Robot. The show I just picked up, not to back up again, was Metabots.
Wait, what was the question we asked? We asked about.
We
the
weren't
main-
asking, or were we?
For Life, what's the question you were asking? Which?
Oh no,
side
not the
are
question
you-
I was asking. But
Ye-
I was talking about like this show made me this and that. What makes you brought up Teenage Robot and you Metalbots just recently?
Oh, I was saying that I recently rediscovered My Life as a Teenage Robot. What does that mean? I watched it growing up, 2003 to 2005 or 8. I don't know when the new episodes didn't, stopped.
Was the
But,
last episode the
I-
Christmas episode?
No, the last episode is. I'd have to bring it up to tell you, but it's Well, anyway, I recently rediscovered it through iTunes. I was looking at oh hey, all 3 seasons, and
All 3 seasons.
only 3 seasons. Wow, it could have easily gotten 4 or 6 seasons easy. I thought, or at least I thought it was that good. But anyway.
Okay. Well, I think the biggest criminal to me that will ever last forever will be Hey Arnold to me. I grew up. That show was just too good. Really, almost ahead of its time at the time. At one moment it was ahead of its time. It was.
Oh man. No,
It was.
not that. I'm reading.
Oh,
that.
okay.
I'm reading. Remember that post that or were you here for that? I don't remember. Maybe you weren't. Maybe you left. It was,
Well-
but it was at least, yeah, that guy I remember from last week. That he's still going on in that thread.
Oh yeah,
It was-
that guy.
Yeah.
I know.
Do you want me to send you what he recently posted to the friend who is now arguing with the guy anyway? If anyone wants to read it, I can send it. Otherwise, it doesn't matter. It could be fun because I like discussing some of these things because, yeah, but if anyone wants to, otherwise we don't have to.
Sure.
All right, I'll send it through the messages. You know what? I'll just do all of it. I'll just send all of it if anyone cares. All right, I'll give him the first line makes sense. That's about the only sensiological thing because we actually were talking about movies last week about how in reality, the Naruto movies could ever be considered canon.
Whoa, that's a big. I don't really watch movie. They are. Wait, is this still recording?
Yeah.
I think
Okay,
Well,
great. Wait, it's recording. You said, right?
yeah.
Well, let me finish the question. What I just had to say.
Yeah.
Actually, it's gonna take a while. Cause, okay, to me, you would just maybe I would have just gone along the line saying that the whole reincarnation messed up the entire thing. If it happened in the very beginning that he was told that he's a reincarnation, even though in the very beginning you could still change the path. I mean, like Kagome from Inuyasha. Once she heard that, she's like, "Oh hell no, this then that." And want to go back to the real world. Once she went back to the real world, she was all happy and don't want to care about the past. And then later on, it happens. But point is, you still have the path of you still have your decision. It's not like, what's that? I was told that Ashura to not like this ninja system. I want to change it. There you go. It's not like that. Everybody, Naruto is still Naruto. He got reincarnation, but it's not like he chose that path or nor he gets that power ASAP right away. We don't even know exactly what Ashura could do besides that cool looking Biju mode, whatever it was. But the point is, Naruto still has to go all the way from bottom up to now to from the battleground to all the way to that moment. So you can't really say it destroyed the concept. The concept already happened. It already went all the way to this level. So knowing the reincarnation doesn't hurt the entire underdog. Otherwise, why Kishimoto would be bothered to explain the entire story of Ashura path? Because obviously it's not to only to draw a parallel, but you get the idea they're both similar. But it's not like because he did that or that path, he's gonna give all that power to Naruto right away. So now Naruto got everything he needed, and that's it. That's not the case. Naruto still has to do everything. And let's not forget, he was hated by his own people, his own village, his own hometown. So that's even harder to try to get all the way back up. I don't know how Ashura got back up. He probably just alone, just wandering around like, okay, what am I gonna go at? For Naruto, again, he has to go through the hatred from everyone else. He has to, he and then he becomes a jerk of himself as well. So obviously, even Naruto said himself, like Naruto was like, I could have gone the same path as Sasuke if I didn't find the idea of love, bond, stuff like that. So still, Naruto would have gone a different way. I mean, just think about Naruto being Sasuke style. If Naruto was like Sasuke, then you think Hagoromo is gonna be like your reincarnation is, and that's what he makes you. And it's like, oh wait a minute, you're a bad guy. So no, I'm wrong. Get out of here. I'm leaving this. If you die, you die. You don't hear
You die,
that?
you die.
You don't hear that. And plus, you don't even know how Naruto reacts. The next chapter is gonna give us what he wanted, what he's probably gonna react, and what he's probably gonna say. Unless he's gonna do like red versus blue, where the guy was like, you're a ghost. You see your thing is an AI. You're an AI, not a human. And he's like, no, I'm a ghost. Really? You want to believe a ghost over an AI idea? Yeah, ghost, spiritual. Boo, boo, boo. I'm not gonna say the word, but
A
he's like,
ghost.
boo. He's like, yeah, okay, you're a ghost. Fine, you're a ghost. Yeah, that's right. I'm a ghost. Boo. But the
Ghosts.
point is, you don't know how Naruto's gonna react to reincarnation. It's not like he's gonna be like, well, this sucks. I, well, this sucks. I thought I was unique and stuff like
Hi,
that.
Dad.
And plus, Hagoromo even keeps saying you're like Ashura. Why you not just say like, oh yeah, because oh wait, what I'm thinking, you are him, but it's not the case. He keeps saying like because the path has been taken already down the road. So that means all the underdog has already gone past. I mean, is it done? You could say it's done, but the fact is, it doesn't change the past. It's just giving you the idea that he went to the same way as him. So therefore, that's Naruto's path, and Naruto happens to do it in the same way as Ashura. Nothing is destroyed. No underdog was destroyed. You can't think the same way as you think for the sports manga or anime. Sports manga and anime, they more realistic because there's no spiritual stuff unless you want to go like Prince of Tennis world. But the point is, they're still humans, and they're honest. Obviously, they're gonna be underdog. Their treatment of underdog is gonna be more human like than the shonen battle ones. Like Slam Dunk. Obviously, that's like the one of the biggest manga of Japan history, and they're the fact that it demonstrate the underdog story quite well, but they're humans though. So of course you could relate to that. For Naruto, you could relate how he's gonna go through. I mean, you can't really relate to reincarnation unless you believe in that religion. So I can't really speak for everyone about that part. But again, the concept is still there. You go from the bottom ground, and you have to work yourself up. So
The
I
bottom
don't
up.
see how I don't see how the reincarnation messed up anything. If anything, it just only makes it more plot twist, and you just have to wait until how Naruto react the entire thing. So there's my answer.
Your answer.
Yeah, Yep.
Oh man.
I'm just tired because you keep saying it destroys everything. It doesn't really destroy anything. If you don't like the idea of reincarnation, fine. But I can't really like let you allow to say it destroying the entire underdog concept. No, it did not. Naruto's already gone through that. It can't destroy the past. You can't destroy what's already done.
I think the problem is it might make it irrelevant. So that's where people probably have a problem with it.
Yeah, I know. And again, this is the first time Naruto is being connected to something that's close to godlike or something that's been chosen one. When the whole destiny of child never really got told to Naruto and never got Naruto thinking like, yeah, I'm the chosen one. Woohoo, you hear that? Yeah. It never got into that point. I mean, look what happened to Harry Potter. He sure went through too much hell.
The only thing that made it out to be was his Biju mode looked a lot different than anyone else's.
My point is, you just gotta wait to see Naruto reaction. If he react like he's cool with it, and he probably like, yeah, I'm the reincarnation. Maybe I will have a different opinion. But if you react something that's like, even though that's cool, I still chose this path, and I'm better with this way. So I rather not care too much of this prophecy stuff. Then I'm gonna respect Naruto much more than ever.
I'm beautiful on my way, 'cause God makes no mistakes. I'm on the right track, baby, I was born this way. Alright.
Oh God. Parody of that. Team 4-star.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Sorry.
Now, MangaReader, what you posted here. Let's discuss this, and let's hope that the person who we're going to be arguing against actually listens to this. It's doubtful. It's doubtful, obviously, because, well, what you posted isn't, so what we're talking about isn't sort of his thing. But anyway.
Yeah, and even if I sent it to him, he'd just say, "Oh, you're a bunch of biased fans that don't understand what you're talking about."
You guys are like, asses.
This guy was. You guys are clearly all for NaruSaku, as it says. Kind of like public television.
So let's see. Let's start reading. First paragraph. I don't really watch the movies as they are all filler, so they don't count for any pairing, not even Naruhina. The movies don't add anything important to the story itself, they are just alternative to the series. Well, yeah, that's sort of a given there, though. I mean, MangaReader, Yumi, and Lucky Chi heavily discussed this after last week's podcast, but to sum it up, every anime movie is alternate universe no matter what, because if you want to make it canon, you're going to have to tweak some things about the manga, and unfortunately, the manga's already set in stone, so
yeah.
Easy come, easy go. Next paragraph, however... And no, I wasn't kidding about the pulling the rabbit out of the hat. NaruSaku has not received any romantic development. As friendship development goes, then yes, there has been really good development as friends, simply due to the fact that Naruto was friend-zoned by Sakura, and the fact that Naruto has already accepted the fact that Sakura has always loved Sasuke. I don't read the manga with pairing glasses. It makes us see things that aren't really there, such as the questionable romance between Naruto and Sakura, which was never there throughout the series, and most likely not even now.
Oh God.
Alright, let's discuss this.
Friend zone.
Wait, isn't there a question? Isn't there more to this?
Yeah, but I mean, if you want to go, do you want to go paragraph by paragraph, or do you want to just go by?
Oh, I guess we could start discussing this paragraph. What do you think?
We'll start discussing this paragraph, and then
Well,
this will be the last. This will be this post that you're about to post here. This will be the last thing we discuss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because honestly, then we'll go on forever, and Heartsbattle has some other plans to attend to, so she won't be present for our signing off.
Heartsbattle. Any thoughts to this?
Huh? Well, I mean, our whole Heaven and Earth website gives like so much evidence against this paragraph. which there's
This
just so
person
much.
doesn't believe.
Yeah,
This
there's
person-
just so much to point out. But the thing that I don't like is when people say, "Oh, she always loves Sasuke and she always will." People change. She was 12 years old when she fell in love with him because of something he didn't really say. Naruto said it. And like, there's just so much that makes that not true because people fall in and out of love all the time. So the whole she'll forever be in love with Sasuke thing just sucks. I hate that
And remember, people, this is a woman's opinion we're getting.
theory.
And then after,
But
I mean,
that's
I guess I
that's
could
just my
say
little
that
rant
just
about
this last
that.
post before we go on. The woman's opinion. But basically, here's what he said in the final post. That's not on here because that was all just a big post. But I never said that my opinions are fact. Kishu's basing his story on humans, not robots or lovesick puppies. So he needs to portray the characters as humans. If he doesn't, then it becomes unrealistic.
So
Then
wait,
you're
you're saying we never change our feeling is realistic?
Yeah.
I don't get it. Shouldn't it be the other way around? Like, like robotic will be, we can never change our feelings because we just want to set one eyesight, kind of like what Android 16 before he got reprogrammed, not killing Goku anymore, or maybe want to kill Goku later, something
Yeah.
like that. That's or like Terminators, you gotta kill John Carter. If you don't kill him, then well, you fail because you died. That's nonsense. I'm sorry. That's nonsense.
Yeah, that was like his final post of the week, I guess, or whatever, until this probably goes on till next week. But yeah, I don't get it. This guy has been the most controversial douchebag I've ever read things from.
Again,
But yeah, that whole second paragraph, I don't really understand why the whole pairing glasses, because apparently he thinks that this whole war was made specifically for Naruto and Hinata.
And
wait,
he at least
he's a Naruhina fan?
Yes, that would
See, that's
explain all this. But
that's weird because honestly, the pairing glasses statement, while it could be said to anybody, I think the most be said could be to Naruhina with all due respect.
I know.
Yeah.
Again, 615 could go many directions. There are 631. The comments from Minato could go only one direction because he said it point blank, blatantly.
Yeah.
So I
But
don't
I mean,
get
there's
it.
just going to be people that deny that, saying, "Oh, Naruto thought he said girlfriend, as in, is she a girl that is your friend?"
But why would he ask that?
I know. It's like,
People are always going to defend their ship. There's no problem with that. So, I mean, because we do it too to Naruhina all the time, where we're like, that holding hands is just changing chakra,
well,
you know?
we don't make crap up.
But the
Yeah.
girlfriend one is kind of like crossed the line. But the hand one, while you could say is could be excuse from us, but at least it's something like you could be right or you could be wrong. The girlfriend one is come out of nowhere. Like really, we had to say that part now.
Basically, the NaruSaku fan, or no, Sazu Saku. I don't know why I said NaruSaku. Basically, the Saku fans are clinging to that Sakura Lovenin thing. That is literally what they're clinging to.
570.
Yeah.
Wait,
That
I thought it
is-
was 550. I thought it was 540 that chapter.
Huh. No, I think 540 is the hug.
No, 450 is the hug.
Oh, that's right.
450 is the hug.
540 is the confession.
Confession.
Not confession. Not the confession. The whatchamacallit. The Lovernin.
the letter.
Oh wait,
Yes.
yeah, it was 540.
Yes, because I keep seeing that number so many times. I
You
pretty
see
much.
540. Yeah.
I pretty much remember that.
Why did I say 570? Who cares?
Yeah, 5-7 is just a Bijou fight.
But this guy.
Yeah, it's
If
the
you
first
decide to
page.
listen to this guy, you are a douchebag. We do not. Just because we follow NaruSaku does not mean that we are not smart people who can see past, who can read between the lines, so to speak.
Yes, do not be this guy.
I'm just saying, when you want to when you try to find an excuse, you gotta do it right. Obviously,
This isn't even from like Naruto base or anything. This is from Cerebi.com. which is a
Alright.
Pokemon site that I belong to.
Okay. Where's Pokemon and Naruto has to do with anything?
Because on that site they have like these different threads, and this is a pairing thread that they have for alternative manga.
Is that the popular one?
It's the more popular one, yes. Alternative.
Figures. Oh boy, we're never gonna leave.
We're never gonna leave.
This pairing
yeah,
war will never end.
The
It's not
turmoil.
gonna end till there's a pair.
Yes, that's why Nigishimura
And I
must do it.
And I swear, when NaruSaku is confirmed, Facebook will crash, YouTube will crash, Tumblr will
world-
crash,
Facebook will
Naruto
crash.
yes, all the
Facebook.
Naruto forums will crash, Twitter
I
will
believe that.
crash,
I kind of believe that.
Wikipedia will crash,
I won't believe that.
and then, but even more so, we'll get mentioned on the news saying all these websites crashed because
Because of one
NaruSaku
pairing.
happened. And then,
Remember
to put the icing on the cake, South Park, because Trey Parker and Matt Stone are anime fans, South Park will actually reference this battle.
Yes, just like how they referenced the gaming console war, which I was surprised, but it was awesome.
Because they do. Oh God.
Why I got a feeling? Why I got a
Shows.
feeling? Why I got a feeling South Park would make fun of not the Frozen movie, but the song of it, the most famous song that's been played over and over
Let it
and
go.
yes,
Let
that
it
one.
go.
The funny thing is, the funny thing is, I still didn't listen to that song because I want to hear it from the movie itself. If I hear it now by itself, I'm gonna lose the magic for the movie.
Magic. They only
Disney
play
was
it
the
like
magic.
50 times.
I keep, I avoided. I avoided so many times.
Let the music play whenever it starts his magic.
Oh God, I think of the pyro. I'm thinking of Beat the Pyro now. Because it's magic. Oh man. But that's just one paragraph. There's like 2 others after this.
Yes, that's the case.
That is the case. Anyway,
So-
the next
so-
one reads, because we don't feel like going any further into that one. Because it's kind of weird.
Which one? Are you talking about the remain loyal?
Yeah, Sakura has
So-
remained loyal to her feelings towards Sasuke for this long time.
To really
To
give,
To
really
up on
give
him?
up on him just because he followed a dark road is as bad as giving up on yourself. Okay. We already saw that she was trying to force herself on trying to move on, and we all saw the results of her trying to force herself to move. Naruto shot her fake confession to a
To
million.
pieces.
This guy believes that confession was closure.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Here's the
Only-
thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. This whole Sasuke ending him is to end this whole Team 7 drama once and for all. Even though that's not the right path. The right path is have everyone have a good ending rather than one of them dies, everyone else probably good to have a good ending or not. So Sakura is just ending this, to save Naruto and end Sasuke going down worse and worse. So why not do that? It's not about if I kill him, I can finally love Naruto. Like who the hell says that?
I needed to kill my loved one so I can love someone else.
Exactly. And honestly, that's still among the worst idea for a parenting war conclusion, because that could be a never ending discussion of she would have still loved Sasuke if he didn't die. So we would be stuck on a forever loop. So
People
it's-
like this, I just have to think that things just fly right over them, saying, instead of ending the manga now, we'll just keep it going at this point, because if Sakura thought of Naruto in 540, that would end the pairing wars right there. If
pretty
Sakura
much.
if Sakura killed Sasuke earlier in the manga, I'm pretty sure that would end the story itself, because there's no reason to continue on if the whole reason was to bring Sasuke back or whatever. Oh yeah, there's no closure to Naruto versus Sasuke. Sakura killed him. There's your manga right there.
The end.
It's just this line where he says, like, she gives up on Sasuke, it's as bad as giving up on yourself. That to me is so backwards because if you're willing to like follow this guy who tries to kill you, is a total jerk, and is trying to destroy your village, that makes you pathetic in my opinion. Like, dude, let go. He's let it go. He's a
Yeah.
bad guy.
See, you can't really put a blame on other characters that are not from Konoha because they're not from Konoha, so they won't be like, hey, why you tarnish my village? I still love you. Make
I
love to
still
me.
love you.
That see that's why so this is how Karen gets a little bit a slide from the rest of the girls that love Sasuke because Sasuke is teaming up with them, so it's not like Sasuke is doing anything that's going against them. So there you go. That's one gotta give a hand it to them moment.
Give a hand
Now
to him.
and now the thing is, the other problem is it seems like the movie kind of tells you, not the movie itself, but like more like how the character has been written down. It's like Sakura is always meant to be like, I made a mistake because I thought this way is the cool way, but it's not the good way because I gotta understand reality. The reality is the one I have is actually pretty good. Oh, the one you know what I mean? Like she gotta understand not in everything is like sunshine and rainbow, whatever she believes in. So she has to grow up. That's her path, growing up, and that does include love. Naruto is always about a lot of things, but number one is always about never giving up and always keep going striving forward. So
Right.
that's the problem. And yes, Sasuke does include as the problem for Sakura. As much as you don't want to believe that, but that's the case, especially if the movies demonstrated the way how it went down. So I don't know. That's how I see it. I think that's how Kishimoto see it. I mean, he did write the story.
I just I just can't believe that a lot of the arguments as of late for just about every Naruhina fan is that Naruto's crush is only ever been a crush. It's like, oh, Sakura's crush turned into love, but Naruto's crush was just that, a crush. It was nothing more than that, because Naruto hasn't said outright that he loves her. We had to have Sai tell us that, and Sai is the least reliable of all of us.
Even though he represents the author, but that's besides the point, isn't it, Naruhina fans?
And what makes it worse, I still remember that translator note. I don't even know who's the translator in this one, but I remember that translator note. It says translator note slap,
Slap.
like slap Sai. And before that page where he says because Naruto loves you, even I know that. Before that page, translator note, don't say it, Sai. Don't you dare.
Don't you dare say it.
I'm telling you the truth. It really says I don't know who's translated that. It could be manga panel before they use manga readers or the manga stream. It could be I don't even know. I just know I saw that and I
a
was like,
lot of
really?
the a lot of those translator notes were heavily Naruhina at that point.
And to this day I still believe it goes like this. Let's see. Let's see. It's three. Okay. It's 12 a.m. Let me read this chapter. All right. No Narasaku. We release this in 2 hours. Narasaku. Release this at 5 a.m. Eastern
Yeah.
time. Naruhina. Quick. Quick.
Release
Translate
done.
everything right now on the double. Then release it ASAP. That's how I see it still. Because I still remember that 6:15 was released at 12 on the dot. 12 on the dot. I'm like, it released right now. Oh boy, here we go. Time to read a chapter.
Uh-oh, that must not mean a be a good sign.
Yeah. If it's like 5 a.m., it must be a good sign for us. Maybe. If
Maybe.
it's 2 a.m., it must be balanced. It must be so between. It could be Narusaku, but we probably didn't know. We'll get surprised. Or it could be just a chapter of no parents involved. Which in this.
I just remember that horrible translation of Kishimoto's interview.
For what?
Of that after the confession, that horrible translation of Kishimoto's interview about
Oh,
saying,
yeah.
"Oh, that Sakura was lying the whole time," or something like that, or that Naruto's close but Sasuke is still closer, or something like that. When in reality, all he said was he was trying to make her out to be an honest girl.
Yeah, honest. What was the other word he used? not reckless, honest, stubborn. There you go, stubborn.
Stubborn, yeah, honest but stubborn.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then that,
You know,
and
we
then
still
that whole interview was like, oh, Hinata's like really gonna fall for Naruto, or Naruto's gonna fall for Hinata, or something like that. It's like, what?
I still remember that very horrible translator moment with sorry, it's like you're right. So Hinata could be a better heroine, but that's not the case
Oh
here.
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, where'd that
Hinata
come
could be a
from?
better heroine. That's what it was. It's
Yeah,
like,
I was
what?
like, where'd that come from? The real translation, the only Hinata part is the part with the you say Hinata Hinata. I say she's not Hinata. That's the only part that was mentioned. It was never said like Hinata is a better heroine. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Sorry,
really?
it'd be easier to make Hinata the heroine,
Hero?
but
Yeah, it never said anything near that. So where'd that translation come from?
Kishimoto has been on the record to say Hinata would be. I think I read that on Narutopedia or something, that Kishimoto on record said that Hinata would make a better heroine. Like, they still kept that on there or something. It's like, stupid ass people on that site.
Here's a question. Here's a small question before we actually get to the next paragraph.
All right.
What would you, what would you, how would, what is your opinion if Kishimoto pulls J.K. Rowling recent interview, or not so recent interview, on the case of pairings,
And
romance?
And for those of you who are listening and don't know what we're talking about, let us briefly explain. J.K. Rowling recently, or not so recently at this point, said that, yeah, she sort of made a mistake when she paired up Ron and Hermione, that really, looking back on it, she thinks Harry and Hermione would have been a better couple.
Damn right they would have been.
Oh, man.
Yep.
That's my opinion about that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's-
No, maybe if they did pair up Harry and Hermione, I would have cared a pairing more. Not the, certainly not the case right now with Harry and Greeny. I don't even know anymore.
Ginny.
Ginny, whatever.
Ginny.
Like it just came in the right field, like nothing. I'm like, okay, sure, go out with
Okay.
that person. You went with that. You went with that girl in book 5. Now you're going to this one. Way to rebound. What a rebound,
Rebound.
Harry. Yeah,
So-
you know.
Rebound.
So, Heartsbattle, why don't you answer first?
Well, I guess it would depend on which pair is canon, and then which
Narusaku,
one
let's-
is.
Well,
Which one
let's
is
say,
said it?
let's say Narusaku is canon,
Uh-huh.
and basically they're the Ron Hermione part of the story, to the
Uh-huh.
point that Kishimoto said the same way. Maybe it was not a good idea.
I
So-
would say he wrote it. Thank God. So it's official. Anyway.
He's saying he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's
I'd
been
be like,
forced by the
well,
fans.
Okay,
yeah,
so
that's,
what ab-
that's his opinion, but we know what really happened, so that's
so
good.
so what? Okay, so if it's Naruhina, what is your thought then?
Then I'd be like, I knew it.
Like we said that it should have been Narusaku.
That's such a flip flop answer, but yeah, I mean, that's what happens when you're a fan, right?
Yeah,
Right.
Can't live with him. Can't live without him.
yes. Okay, so manga reader. What I just said the exact same way with the Narusaga and then Naruhina. Go.
For Narusaku and then Naruhina. Well, if he said Narusaku and he regrets it for Naruhina, then I'd say that he wasn't even reading his own manga at that point. I'm just doing this at my own point, and then now I'm just gonna try and make the fans in the West for some reason feel apologetic to the West, even though I really shouldn't care what they think. if it's Naruhina and he says that it should have been Narusaku, then I figure, well, I don't know why you just now thought of this instead of making it work from the beginning, but gee, thank you for telling us that you should have done what you were planning on doing the whole time. That's basically my thoughts on that, I guess.
Okay. Steve.
I suppose if I were to if Narusaku was canon, but then Kishimoto, regrets it and wishes he could have done Naruhina, I'm gonna agree with MangaReader and say, yeah, this is obviously him. He hasn't reread his own manga, just like so he's spouting nonsense here at that point. And that's just my opinion. I'm sort of gonna agree with the MangaReader. However, if it became Naruhina and he regrets
Same
it,
thing for Naruhina part.
if it became Naruhina canon, and then he said in the interview he regrets that, he wishes it was Narusaku, I'm gonna say, yeah, he knew it all along.
What happened?
Sort of cut out, but anyway. So if it happened with
Naruhina.
if Naruhina was canon and he said in the interview he regrets that, he wishes it was Narusaku, I'm gonna say, yeah, knew it, bitches. Suck it.
Oh my goodness.
It was supposed to be that the whole time.
I gotta admit, it is a pretty surprising to me, at least, to hear a lot of flip-flop answers, especially. I mean, it's nothing wrong with those answers, especially in this case. But it is funny as like when you say Narusaku's like, well, you didn't read your manga, you're dumb. And then Naruhina part like, I knew it. It's like,
I
don't you
should
think
have
you
known.
should? Yeah, don't you think you should still stick to your answers? Like, well, you did.
Well, it'd be throwing a curveball. I mean, at least with Harry and Ginny, it kind of was like it came out of nowhere. They had
Oh,
one
yeah,
moment.
No kidding.
What?
No kidding. It came out of nowhere.
But
I mean,
with
okay,
Ron
maybe
and-
not too much, but still,
Well,
too fast.
it made sense with Ron and Hermione because they were always,
it does.
I guess, seen together. So it's like I didn't really have that much of a problem with that. I mean, some Harry Hermione fans probably will be pissed off at me. Not you, Hearts.
No, never.
Nah,
Secretly, you're stabbing me with. You're stabbing my voodoo doll now. Oh God, no. But I mean, that one wasn't much of a curveball because I guess that one kind of had its own development, even though there was still like the third movie felt heavily devoted towards Harry and Hermione.
It was questionable development for Ron and Hermione.
Right, in that one.
Well, if you talk about movies, didn't the movie made more Harry and Hermione?
Yeah, because Daniel Radcliffe and Emma Watson had really good chemistry on camera, and the directors used that to their advantage, at least to get some good acting, anyway.
And Ron does it. Kind of hard.
Ron gets stuck because he has a broken arm.
Yeah.
It's kind of like with anime. It's like, didn't that character showed up? Well, yeah, he did, but I changed the other character. Why? Because he's a fan favorite. Why not?
Yeah. With Harry and Ginny, they had like in the book too, one moment, and then it was like, because Ron just said, "Oh, she likes you," and it's like, "Oh, okay,
Cool.
whatever,
Then
whatever."
comes along, and well, the rest is history.
Yeah.
I guess maybe a lot of people base Peanuts off that, maybe. Like, oh, because that girl loves you now, you gotta give it back that love. If you don't, then you're the biggest, meanest person of all time. That's what it sounds like, at least to me right now. But who knows?
I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you look at it, Ron was kind of like Naruto, where he wasn't anything special, but
he
kind of got better as he went on, and then.
Even though he ran away to come back at the end of the book.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I ran away, but I came back.
Yep. I'm a good character.
I'm a good character. Okay, minus that momentary lapse of judgment.
Yeah, I think that's where a lot of people really hated that character. Honestly, that's where the character damage started there. Well, not started.
But it was out of jealousy because he thought that Hermione.
Yeah, but this is the worst time, you know.
I guess.
Yeah.
It's like the
Worst
worst time.
Oh man.
And in the movie version,
It's kind of like.
Go ahead.
Go on.
I find in the movie version, it sort of also doesn't help that there was that dancing scene between
Harry and Hermione. So
Really?
I
They
mean,
were
it,
dancing? I
yeah,
can't remember that.
It was
Yeah,
I
after
think I do
Ron
remember
left.
that, but
it was after Ron left and Harry turned on the radio
that's right.
and they danced it to lighten the mood.
It was just
Maybe.
a big misunderstanding, Ron.
Didn't it movie 6 have accidental hug scene and then it was like, oh, look at the newspaper? I think it was movie 6.
No, that's 4.
4?
The
Wow.
Tri-Rizzy tournament. It's when Rita Skeeter is like writing about new love during the tournament.
No, but I remember. No, was it movie? I could have sworn it was movie 6. Like I remember it was a hug scene and then a
Because
a
I know in
flashback-
movie 4 she was like dating like one of the newer, well not newer,
Victor
but one of the
Crumb.
transfer. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, but I'm talking about Harry and Hermione.
Right.
Okay, just trying to make. I don't know.
She
It's-
goes in the tent and she gives Harry a hug, and then like Rita
Okay.
Skeeter takes a picture of it.
Okay, so it was
Yeah.
movie 4. Wow,
Mhm.
I got mixed up.
I think he
Yeah,
tried
well,
to
I mean,
save
it's-
Hermione too in movie 4 anyway.
Yeah, but anyway.
But then he came out, the shark guy came out of nowhere.
So yeah, but but yeah, it is funny how when you have a love problem in a big main event, it's like the worst thing that could ever happen to that person. Because they would just lose their mind. It's like if Hinata saw with her Byakugan eyes, she saw Naruto and Sakura being confirmed, and then Hinata happens to have the key to end the war once and for all. It's like, all right, now it's your chance now. Hinata, do something now! He's not monitoring us now! He could just do one joke and it'll be done!
Come on!
Hinata!
I can see through dimensions.
I guess I guess it'd be like Gurren Lagann in a way. Because
Oh,
if he
God.
didn't phase out so badly, arguably Kamina would not die.
drilled drilled to pierce the heavens.
I'm just saying, when you get a heartbreak, it destroys every credibility you have because you lose your mind. I guess that's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say.
She'll
I
be
know-
the new villain.
I don't know if that really bothers a lot of people. Like, really? It's a love thing that really messed your mind. Grow up. Now you're gonna lose the war, and guess what? We're gonna lose your respect. I guess that's what Ron went through.
I guess.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, the whole Ron Hermione thing didn't feel like as bad as the whole Harry Ginny thing.
No, it's not a bad thing. It's just, I think the main problem was the author said herself that
Yeah,
maybe
she kinda
that
screwed
was
up.
not a good. Yeah, it was a screw up.
I screwed up.
Yeah,
But whatever, I can't go back and fix it.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird to say that because you only bring more argument to the fans, and if not, you bring it much worse than that. Because
Oh,
pretty much-
hells yeah.
Well, yeah, I thought that was. I thought it would be laid to rest, but I guess that now is gonna, or it did anyway, open up a new whole slaughter fest of going on about. Oh, well, that confirms that Harry and Hermione were considered.
yeah, but it just seems like you could bring too many new arguments to that because you could
Right.
say like. You could say
They got
like,
divorced in the future, and now they got married.
well, it's not just that. It's that you could just say like, you could say that okay, one, for saying that means you was going to fall down to the other direction besides your own. That means you follow the fans' decision rather than your own decision. Why would you say that? It's not, and why would you even say that? Don't even say anything like that. Just keep it to yourself because that's what's supposed to be. This is your story. So why is it that you're making it sound like the fan make a decision for you? That's bad. So
Oh,
another argument number 2 is you make Ron character look more worse than it is now.
Yeah.
Because you're saying he doesn't deserve her or that it would not go well. So there you go. Now you make everything more hell for him. Way to go. I was supporting Ron and now you make it much harder to support him. And then there's more arguments, but I don't even remember anymore. Point is, it's not a good thing to say anything. Just keep it to yourself.
Or at least until your deathbed.
Yeah. By the
That way, that way, at least you can get it out in the open.
Unless
and
you
you don't
have
have to, and you don't have to look online on
unless,
forums.
unless you have a crazy fan right next to you on the hospital bed, and then probably say, I was gonna make Harry and Hermione pairing, but no. But now I regret it. Wait a minute, you regretting it? That's right.
Oh dang.
I'm gonna pull that wire and never
Bleed.
Bleed.
They are crazy fans, They
If I
are.
cut you, do you not bleed?
They are crazy fans. I mean, misery much?
Misery. Oh
Yep.
man.
You kill the character. Doesn't make sense.
That makes no sense.
Back to where
That
we left.
final, which is actually technically a question of, I guess after reading that last one a little thoroughly. So anyway, so let me ask this question. Ooh. So Naruto and Sakura cannot be good friends without being turned into something romantic. A male and female can be really good friends, but they don't have to be romantically connected. They can have really good chemistry, but it doesn't mean they are in love with one another. Huh. Just huh.
So
I don't
you
know.
say-
There's been quite a few times where I've made friends with people that. Yeah, anyway,
So you're
I don't need to
saying
go any further than that because
so the person's saying you could not you can't you just be normal good friends rather
Mhm.
than try to be a good friends that has to hit the romantic world? Like you don't need to touch the romantic. You could just be great friends. Is that what you're trying to say?
I guess that's what he's asking. I mean, I guess that's a sorry case of an argument, but at least it's something original compared to oh hey, Sakura's just like a sister to him.
True, but this here what
It's still
here's
a sorry case, like I said. It's a sorry case of an
Yeah.
argument.
well the problem is this really can't be said for Hinata honestly, because I think the problem with a lot of people, especially with fandoms, goggles, and all that stuff, is that when you put opposite sex with each other, you go into think romance unless your age difference is too much difference. Like, oh, we can't have Naruto and Conan or Naruto Tsunade or Naruto anything else that's grown up adults. We can't think that. If we see Naruto interact Hinata, then that must mean they gotta be pairing. No, it doesn't need to be pairing. They could just be whatever they want it to be.
Right.
Like it's like what everybody keeps saying. Like sometimes it almost feels like Naruto is more of a good brother to Hinata more than a lover. And I don't know if I would agree with that, but I would say that's the second good option. You could say that because Neji's dead. Neji is so it's always nice to like pass along rather than being forced to. Even though I mean Naruto could still you don't need to. I mean, come on. If Neji died, that means Naruto has to force to love Hinata. It's nonsense.
It's nonsense.
It is nonsense. So for this case, Naruto and Sakura, they're already good friends by the beginning of part two. So
Hell, they were
why
good
not just
friends by. But yeah,
yeah, you know what? But the idea is
yeah,
already
there's
shown.
right.
Yeah. So question is, why keep developing further if there is nothing to be developed if they already hit the mark, and
Yeah.
that is just good friends. They already hit that mark. So why keep going further? And then the crazy part is why there's more development from Sakura to Naruto more so than Naruto to Sakura, or just none, or just equally balanced. It's more of Sakura to Naruto. So why that one is being developed more heavily than before.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. The whole thing is, like you said. I mean, why develop something that I guess is already developed to the brink of not needing to be developed?
Sure.
And I honestly can't answer that because I don't obviously see things like this guy sees. Apparently, I have no
Nope.
idea what manga he's reading.
Nope. Nope.
mhm.
But I suppose with that, unless anyone else has any more questions, I probably call this a night.
Heartsbattle.
Well, I'll just say this comment is like the a lot of people were worried that after Naruto wakes up, we're just going to like skip over to him joining Guy in battle. But I think because Hagoromo makes the comment about the people outside, like he specifically says that we will get an NS moment. I'm really hoping, and I just think because he took the time to say that we'll get that. And I hope so. I really do.
We all do.
Yep.
And I think that's a really strong possibility, at least.
Reverse psychology. I hope it doesn't.
Questions? No, not really.
Nothing for you?
Mm-mm.
All right, then.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not
really
not-
that rare.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not, and it's not exactly needed. It just, it's just fun to discuss things,
More discussions upon discussions.
And with that, I'm your host, lknmjh, also known as Steve.
Okay, I'm the manga reader, also known as MangaReader / Joseph / Joe / whatever the hell nickname other than Joey.
I'm NaruSaku for Life 3G.
And I'm Heartsbattle or Brittany.
And this is me
Yay.
saying,
Hooray!
and this is me saying, NaruSaku to the end. Bye-bye.